Alrighty. Take two of this thing. You all know how this works by now. I will make stay here at the top line. So pause. And pause. Alrighty. That is your recap.
Yep.
Yes.
We were gonna start this. Yep, we were gonna start the session with Astele Lunare disappearing last week, but it didn't happen, so we don't have to worry about that now. But you can finish collecting your stuff, and you have your 10 pounds of willow shade, and you are ready to trek back to Crowless, hopefully without further incident. It's been a long day. Our next session begins late afternoon, deep in the jungle. What do you want to do first? Just kidding.
Get the fuck out of this jungle.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, we're already tapped, right? Oh,
Let's get hiking.
Yeah, let's not be here anymore, please.
So there's no recovery, no short rest, nothing after the battle. You literally do some fruit harvesting and hit the road.
We already did a short rest today. I don't know how many hit dice we have left.
Did we do?
I'm fine.
Oh, well, we were traveling.
Yeah, I've only got 3 total left.
I think it was after the frog. I only have 2.
I was huffing to catch up.
I mean, I'd be down. I'm a monk.
I
I would get key points back, so I'm down.
I was gonna say, as far as it goes, what do I think I get?
You're a sorcerer wizard. I don't know what sorcerer.
I get to use my little wizard thing of getting like some.
Oh yeah, wizard gets some of its slots back on a short rest. I'd be down if we wanted to. It is a good point.
Yeah, you get arcane recovery as the wizard side of it. Sorcerer doesn't really get anything with a short rest.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of getting off our feet, Sniffs would be okay with it.
Yeah, I'd be down to lay down for an hour. Or in my case, meditate, but, you know.
Just lay down in the swamp and scream.
So, yes, if y'all want to click your little short rest button and roll some hit die or whatever, that's fine with me.
Yes, I am doing that right now. I need out a D12. I probably only will need the D12. Oh, no, I've only got those. Okay, well, then I'm definitely going to get my 2 D8s.
Well,
and I think I'm just going to burn them all.
We probably have a lot. So you can go.
Okay,
yeah, I'm just going to burn them all.
Taken.
D8 or so.
Blank.
I don't have to decide beforehand. I can see
how well. Okay, so.
Oh, right.
I burn 3 hit dice. I get 3d6 plus 2 each back. 1, 7, 9, 9 plus 6 is 15, so I get 15 back. And wow, that's perfect, actually.
13.
I'm now at 55 out of 57.
Nice.
Actually, perfect amount of hit dice to spend there. I just guessed.
9. Oh crap, this is not good. 21. Is that enough?
21 plus.
No, just 20.
What do you start?
Hell yeah.
40 something. I don't remember.
Question for. Oh, I suppose it doesn't matter. It might. Question for the DMs in the room, because this is a rule I've never had to engage with because none of my party members in my Sunday games have access to giving people temporary hit points.
One.
Do they stick around after a short rest, or is a long rest the only thing that gets rid of them?
I think it's the long rest.
I'm pretty sure it's only a long rest.
Yeah.
Get rid of what?
Temporary hit points.
From the Twilight Sanctuary?
Yeah,
I don't know the answer.
Check.
I can't do math. This is not a good sign to. Oh.
Are you checking,
I
Will?
totally forgot to roll.
Yeah, I'm looking at it real quick.
Quote, unless a feature that grants you temporary hit points has a duration, they last until they are depleted or you finish a long rest.
Yep, I saw that same time you did.
So
Very end of
Nice.
very
they are good. I still would have been cool to lose them, but it's cool that we didn't. I get back that key point. I still have my stuff, so we are good.
While he's Dusk is doing that short rest thing, he'd probably just be carving some more wood trinkets. He'd be working
So
on
everyone has rolled some number of temporary hit points for the Twilight Sanctuary that would have been winding down at the end of the battle.
I'm pretty sure we did that after the battle
Mhm.
ended last
Yeah,
time.
we
Okay,
did.
cool.
We already
Yes,
took care of
we
that.
did.
I completely forgot to.
What was
Well,
that?
give
No,
yourself
that's fair.
5.
I
Yeah,
did
give
too.
yourself 4 or
Alright.
5 rolls of that now. See if you can get to that.
Yeah.
Is it
Since
14 the
Snaps
highest?
is at full health,
I
she'd
got
basically
just shy of
watch.
full.
Yeah, if you,
14 is the
it's D6 plus 8, so whatever you add 8 to whatever you rolled. Highest.
The highest I got was a 5. I rolled it about 5 times. I got one of everything except for a 6.
Cool.
Yikes. I should switch out the dice that are in my active use bag. They're probably getting a little stale.
Let me know when y'all are ready to move on.
Good.
I am ready.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, you got your 10 pounds of fruit. You've buried some trolls. They are a little less smelly now that they're dead. And you've relaxed a little bit, work out a couple of kinks in the neck muscles, and you are ready to march back through the jungle, following the water like you did before to figure out which way to go. I'm going to say you're not going to get lost because you just trudged up here in the last 6 hours. So the 4-hour trek back, not going to be too difficult. You got this. I'm going to roll a die.
Please
Alrighty.
no more frog hemoths.
No more frog hemoths. Got it. Okay, no frog hemoths. About 2 hours in. You're marching along, and any conversation you want to be having as you're marching.
Who are you people? No, that's
So, Astele Lunari,
Yes.
your name, the
Mhm.
whole thing, the whole shebang. Did, like, your parents give that name to you, or is part of it like a title or something, or does it refer to where you're from?
Well, it's sort of a mix. So, as you know, I come from the astral sea. And so,
She
as
nods like
such,
she knows what that is.
yeah.
uh, and each word is reminiscent of another in common to represent something that has to do with the very theme of the astral sea. Aste meaning astral, lunari meaning lunar.
So did you collect your name over years, or
The
was that given to you
title,
when you were born?
it was given to me at birth. I had
And
never
the
thought
whole.
too much of it.
What
Sorry.
is the whole kit and caboodle again?
Astele lunari seranthe galilare neurali non sestawi non melui tenu.
That last part is probably what Snaps is asking about.
Ah, that's
Well,
the
Snaps
title.
can't really differentiate any part of it from the other because she doesn't speak Elvish, but it's just
Nope.
long, so she was curious.
Sestawi non melui tenu meaning
It's
I
a
believe,
lot.
if I remember correctly, seeker of the beautiful starlit evening.
Boy, it must have really been painful to write your name in another primary school.
Not particularly. Everyone has names about that long.
So,
That's a
Seeker
lot
of the
names.
Starlit. What?
It was, I believe, if I remember correctly, it translates directly to Seeker of the Beautiful Starlit Evening. 1 moment.
Oh, also 1 moment. I have to go wake the carrot and throw her into a shower before work.
Good idea.
Okay, I return. Sorry.
Eris had to step away.
Ah. Fortuitous timing. So yeah, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while since I've made the character, I think I can find it on a.
It was in your description.
Yes. So Seeker of the Beautiful Starlit Evening is the exact wordage.
So poetic.
I mean, if we want to get technical, my name would be Snap of Ice of the Morning Temple clan, but my parents only gave me the first part of it. The second part, you just that's just where I'm from.
Makes sense.
How about you, Dusk? Any flashes of insight regarding your original name before Dusk?
Boy, I don't know if Dusk has. I know he started to remember some things after the
Yeah,
whole
that's what I
encounter.
was worried about with that particular line of questioning.
Dusk is like blissfully ignorant. You've told him a lot of what he's told you, but that is sort of like telling you what something tastes like versus sort of remembering it, right?
Mhm.
So the immersion of the memory isn't really there. He gets like these. I think he's had some flashes of things, but
Yeah, anytime you want to roll a history check to see if something strikes you as familiar
yeah.
or, memory
Dusk
emerges.
will, with the name question, I'll do was it a wisdom? You said
Go with history, yeah.
history. Okay.
Intelligence.
Yeah. History. 18.
Yeah, with 18, you definitely are going to have some visceral moment of, oh, that's familiar. There's something back there, and I will let you choose just exactly what about your name you have a better recollection of.
So like he kind of like kind of rubs his temples and he just sort of is like, well, long story short, I kind of had my memory buzzed off with some shenanigans in a relatively recent encounter that was already messing with our sense of time and space. And I already had some memory issues, but I do recall, from you telling me, but now I'm sort of ringing true that, well, Dusk Hearthfire is what I go by. It is fabrication. It's something I created to start off on a new foot. As I left home, can't remember why, but my name before that was Raladan Beowulf. I'm assuming family name, not sure. It's probably something Mida probably came up with. But come from this sort of natural vibing place, if I recall. And so names tend to come from things around. And for me, well, I don't know. I think they came up with something a little different, bucking the trend. But it's a little fuzzy, not gonna lie. it's like I think it's like we dad no, because you guys told me I told you that there's certain things and I didn't know anyways because things happened when I was younger or didn't happen. Ugh, it's all tiring. Point is,
What about
Gus,
the last name?
Beowulf?
Yeah, was that given to you by your parents, or was that like inherited, like a family name? Is it?
Oh
Do we
yeah,
know what
I
it
mean,
means?
they're sort of like clans, if I recall. It's sort of a clan name. In particularly, it's don't remember the full history, but we're from the north, and so it's sort of just names that have been melded together and warped over time, perhaps as people split off. My folk, they have a touch of Fey about them, right? And you're going to be seeing some interesting things soon if my headaches are any indication. But my particular clan line, and from whom my community comes from, if I'm remembering this correctly, is had a bit of an animalistic look to them, but it has nothing to do with the wolf part. The wolf is a misnomer. It's just names that have evolved. But I'm getting these headaches.
Yeah, I was about to say, have we been aware of these headaches? I don't recall you saying nothing before.
Well, they've recently started up. I think maybe it was a couple knocks I took earlier on, but I thought it was maybe that. But I'm remembering now a little bit of who I come from. But you're going to see this, well, for lack of a better term, gorgeous rack up here.
I'm sorry. What?
He's gonna like eyeball looking for a reaction. No, nobody. All right, fine. Like, all right. Well, I was expecting a little bit more of a snicker, but okay. No, you see, my folk, some of us Firbolg, in far-flung corners of the world, being a touch of Fey, sometimes we have antlers, horns.
What you're saying is pictures no longer.
Well, it will be soon, but I feel something, sprouting soon. It's going to grow quite a bit over the weeks to come. We'll see what shape they take. I don't remember how large they got last season, but it's about right now. It's about right. It's about that time. I'm not used to this climate, so it's kind of hard to tell when things start to happen, but you'll see. All in good time. But yeah, the Beowulf part, I mean, is sort of a inspirational, aspirational. I don't know about the Bay part, but the wolf part is kind of on the nose. Seeing themselves as part of a pack, perhaps, but not literally wolf-like eyeing. Foggy. Like no actual wolf-like features will happen.
I understand the concept of metaphor.
Yes, and the druids love metaphor in their own ways.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah,
do I need it? So he's saying that he's about to grow antlers as Maiev is rubbing his head because he said it's a little fuzzy.
Well, it'll be very fuzzy. Not like I mean, well, not right now. I mean, you can kind of like there's this area over here, like on either kind of the temples and up right here. Like can't really feel them right now, but the blood vessels are getting a little more dense, we'll say.
She's gone from ruffling your hair to like tilting your head down and looking and
trying to find them
to see if you have antlers growing yet.
Don't worry, they'll be there soon. All in good time. I was wondering what they were. Now it's recurring. Imagine not remembering that you're going to get these big fuck off antlers going out of your face.
Well, regarding the memory thing, assuming we can get back to town without any more misadventures, I might have enough juice to maybe have a little chat with the Veiled One.
All right, well, I'll be honest, I don't know, because there were holes in my memory to begin with, small ones. They're a lot larger.
Yeah.
Yes, Lady Rasa, you have an input.
You already have trouble being stealthy and quiet. Are you telling me it's going to get worse, you big oaf?
Well, as long as I'm not like trying to go through a thicket, and I might bang my head on door frames for a while until I get used to it. But yeah, things are gonna get a little tight for me.
And you're not going to be able to
Man's just gonna look around at the dense jungle we're in.
I mean, look at me. I mean, I'm as big as Maev, and yeah, my antlers are gonna poke up higher. No, I was never stealthy.
Oh man.
That's your job.
Yeah, maybe we should leave you
You
home
big
more
lizard.
often.
Oh, I'm sorry, my lady.
Just right now, starting now, this is a new thing. Starting now, just get used to anytime you go through something narrow, just turn your head 90 degrees. Just start getting used to that now. Just turn your head 90 degrees. Just get used to it now.
I'm just gonna look down at the ground and charge
No,
forward.
maybe
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
Absolutely
they don't like
love this
they don't
dog.
reach for the sky. They kind of they do like sort of lend themselves. They're going to add some height to me, but if I recall, they don't like become these massive sky stretching things. But to be specific, I think the animal that I'm looking for is an elk. But they're not quite as spread out as an elk. But that's where, when it comes to the Fae,
Elk,
they
not
tend
moose.
to have that sort of look to them.
Yeah,
In
elk,
they're
not
like,
moose.
yeah, elk, not moose. No, they're not like a moose. No.
Well, then duck when you go through a door.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna.
Or you could just let it hit and it'll jog your memory loose.
Yeah, maybe. That's a good idea. If I do enough damage to my head, again, eventually I'll start remembering. That's how it should work, right?
That's how that works.
Actually,
right?
wait, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay. All right.
There won't be anything left up there.
Figured it has to come back around the other way, right? Like a boomerang or something.
So,
What's a
in and
boomerang?
amongst this whole conversation, and there was talk of names at the beginning of all of this, through all of this chit-chatting and ruminating, I would also like for Dusk to recall a name, but not be able to put his finger on where it comes from. So he's remembering a name. It's a masculine name.
Okay.
It could be his dad. It could be somebody else. He may have a little trouble putting his finger on where this name comes from. The name? Zelator.
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 All right. I mean, okay. So I was like, it just sort of like flash of memory just like hits him. He's like, there's another name.
Yeah.
Did I ever say anything about a Zelator to all of you? You told me almost everything that I've told you. But the name Zelator is coming to my mind. And I'm
Oh, son of a
probably
bitch.
somebody from my village.
That's a really cool name.
Zelator. It's a little
So-
edgy
Does
for a
that ring any
druid.
bells for me?
Burris,
It's a little,
Burris should recognize the name, but Maev will not.
Oh, she does.
Does Will
So-
recognize the name?
do I? No.
The very first session, bud.
Oh no, I gotta stay away from Google. Okay. I was gonna look it up like as like just curious about the or what's behind it.
Well,
in
that's
terms of,
pre-snaps then.
Oh yeah, definitely free snaps.
Oh,
it's pre
it's
Rasa.
it's pre
It's
everyone.
pre Sarah. Yeah. Burris
So,
and Will
yeah.
would be the only ones who recognize that name.
Some okay, yeah, Zelator. Yeah, that name, whatever that is,
Wait a minute.
hit me
I
like
wouldn't
a
know
sack
this
of
name, but I
Yes.
think I do.
All
Was
right.
this?
Yes, you do. You
Oh boy.
do.
Foggy knows jack shit, but I do.
I was gonna say, I need to know who In-game knows this.
No. Foggy knows jack shit. Now that I think I know where the name comes from, yeah. Okay. I know jack shit. None of us know jack shit.
None of you know.
Yep.
It's just
The
a
only
masculine
other person
name
in game has sailed.
rolling around in Dusk's mind.
All right. Well, if I have any more names, I'll throw them out there. But
I believe it's
the head
ZELA.
rock.
Yes, there's an A in there.
All right.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
Too funny. I had to grab something.
Yeah.
I mean, you rolled an 18.
You had to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, if any of you, roll around the name Zelator Noodles and you come up with anything, let me know. Because apparently I've never shared that name with you, so.
Put that one down in your journal, Dusk.
I'm going to write it down, yeah. But, in case I lose my memory again, just, I got to, tell
Let's not even speak that into existence.
Oh, wait. Okay. We'll try not to manifest this. Yes, right.
So,
Okay.
as we're discussing names and marching along in the jungle, you hear this loud, crashing noise from just north of you. As you're making your way through the jungle.
William.
And there's this loud,
Man.
violent crashing sound, and you see this
God damn it.
giant black furry thing come flipping ass over tea kettle directly into your path. It lands completely prone, and you will have 6 seconds before it gets to its feet. So I would like to have you use D&D Beyond to roll initiative,
Please no.
which may or may not result in an encounter. We don't know.
I know.
Damn it.
I'm looking through my spells.
I did good for you.
Yay! 2 19s, wow.
Mm-hmm. My first one is what will go as the initiative
God
there.
damn it.
I have advantage on it.
Maya, if you're aware that if you right-click on the initiative thing, you can select roll at advantage.
Or poke and hold.
No,
if
I
you're
was
on-
not aware.
Yes, that's a thing you can do
Ah.
on any check. You can right click or push and hold if you're on a mobile device to do those rolls with advantage or disadvantage.
Okay.
Well,
So is it like crashing like it's running towards us or running away from something?
It came rolling in, like I said, ass over tea kettle
That's over tea.
from here, plump, 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 right into your path.
And given I'm not used to this, can I judge if it's a beast or something? Or
It is a giant black furry thing.
okay,
It definitely looks like an animal of some sort.
okay.
Black and furry, and it's howling, growling, scary bad noise of animal under duress, rolling ass over tea kettle across and through the jungle, crumpling bushes and knocking over trees on its way against all odds, and clearly not of its own volition, flying toward you and tumbles out lands on the path.
Okay.
And we'll roll initiative, and you guys will all have one full round to do something before it has an opportunity to try to get to its.
Okay. I'm just gonna motion for everybody to just like hold it, I got something. I don't know. I've initiative 19. I don't know if that means I will have a chance to.
Well, if we run it like a surprise rounds, Maiev will get to do her whatever she wants to do when this thing appears first. Because Maiev rolled a 21. Oh, wait, Maiev, before you tell me what you want to do, would all of you please look at your character sheets and tell me if you have inspiration on your sheet?
I do.
No.
I do not.
I do not.
I do. I don't
Okay.
know why I do, but I do.
I don't think I do.
You don't.
No.
Just me.
Okay. I would like to remind all of us that we need to use our stuff when we have it. And if Sarah would not complain, I would like to start in this session doing a thing that I saw in a Ginny D video recently, where, or maybe it wasn't Ginny D, maybe it was Bob the World Builder, I don't know. But if we just give everybody inspiration at the beginning of every session, that expires at the end of the session.
Oh.
To
That's fine.
encourage you to try some shit.
Okay.
Okay. I'm down.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
The reasoning behind it is if inspiration is free at the beginning of every session, players will be more likely to take a risk of doing something cool because they got inspiration in their back
I
pocket.
got that little ace in the hole.
I'll be 100% honest. I forgot I had it.
So you wouldn't mind if I just give everybody else inspiration and
So go
you don't
for
get
it.
any advantage. Cool. All right. So everybody, you have inspiration beginning of session. And if you don't use it by the end of the session, tough cookies. Everybody gets inspiration at the beginning of every session. And we're going to try and remember to take some risks.
Okay.
Okay.
And is
I
this a
am down.
reroll or is this an add
Yeah.
to a roll?
What is
Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it as either add a d6 or try rolling again. Which would you guys prefer?
Like,
adding a
in terms
d6
of
to a
the-
d20 check or rolling a second time but being forced to take a second one?
Yeah, which would you prefer?
Okay.
Given the two, I would rather the d6.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it was a choice between advantage and d6, it would be I would probably take advantage. But because it's roll a second time and take the second one, I'd rather the d6.
Yeah, I like that logic.
Whatever.
So shall I make it advantage then?
It says advantage on D&D Beyond, for what it's worth.
Well, that's what the DM inspiration is at the thing,
Yeah.
but it can be.
I'm
But I
good
don't-
with that.
Gotcha.
If,
I kind of
if
remember the
one
video that you're
instance-
talking about.
Yeah, if one instance of advantage during each session is perfectly fine with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to try something cool, you can use your inspiration to roll with advantage for that cool thing.
Yeah, I think treating it like bardic inspiration, where you're adding a d6 or something, keeps it from being too crazy.
Yeah.
Or adding a d6 because it still adds some uncertainty to it, but it's still a nice little ace in the hole.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So
What
just
are we doing,
one,
guys?
So one final confirmation: are we doing advantage or adding a d6?
Well, if I had a choice, I'd say advantage, but
I would agree on advantage personally.
Let's go with advantage then.
Yeah.
All right.
It'll also be a lot easier to remember that as being regular advantage, not a d. But okay, cool.
Yep.
I think it.
Do
I
I
like that idea.
have the authority?
Obviously, you're going to have to claim it before you roll things. Like, for instance,
Yeah.
if you're a axe-wielding, raging barbarian at the top of a cliff, and you want to hit the guy at the bottom of the cliff, you could hold your axe out in front of you and announce, "I'm going to step backwards off this cliff," and hope to hit that guy with my axe head as I land on the ground.
So she means the shit I was working with you the last time we did Candlekeep.
I need
Where you weren't
30
sure
seconds.
how the hell to handle me. Where I threw my blade up in the air and then just free fell on it.
Yeah.
That's what she means.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to try some risky shit? You can roll with advantage to try, but only once per session.
Okay.
As Gregory had his 30 seconds.
I don't know how one gets to view pinned messages, but the inspiration gained at the beginning of each session, advantage on D20 roll, post has now been pinned.
There's a little icon of a pin up at the top, at least of the desktop site,
There's
Oh,
a
I
where you
little
just click
okay.
it.
pin.
That's cool. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff
On
pinned
the
on this
mobile,
thing.
you have to like pull the menu over.
Oh. Okay, sorry about that. I wanted to make sure that got pinned
It's
before I
Gregory
forgot.
on his 32nd? Okay.
Okie dokie. So, Maiev, what would you like to do during this
Okay, so I'm supposed to be going first.
surprise round?
I think Maiev is a little scatterbrained and still trying to see if she can see antlers sprouting out of Dusk's face. So when this thing comes barreling into our path, she's gonna like instinctively grab her axe and just kind of ready herself, but she's got sparks flying at her fingertips, and I'm just gonna hold a reactive firebolt for if somebody else decides that we're fighting this thing, because I know that I have no rages left and no actual spell slots.
Okay, so Maiev is holding a firebolt for if any of her party members do something attack-like. Is that right?
Or if we're being attacked. Reactive as in we're being attacked or we are attacking it.
Maiev.
I think if we're being attacked.
Okay.
Okay.
So if it gets up and attacks, you will immediately set off a firebolt that you are
It's
holding.
gonna get crispy.
It's gonna get crispy. I like it. Okay, Dusk.
All right.
Surprise round.
He's
What are you
like-
doing?
He's like, okay, all right. I have a good feeling about it. And he's going to kind of touch his ring, and he's going to cast. He's going to use a charge from his ring to cast Speak with Animals, and he's going to use his turn to shout. What is he going to shout? He's going to say, "What's the problem, friend? Can we help you? We mean no harm."
Okay. Everyone else will hear continued growling and snarling and horrible noise from this creature. Dusk will hear the alpha. He's pissed.
Oh shit.
Alpha.
The alpha.
Alpha. He's pissed.
Oh boy.
Andrew with the fucking boat noises.
you see the color drain from Dusk's face, like, ugh. And I'm just gonna say in common, Alpha is coming. Can we help you? Can we assist you? Why?
That's probably at this point the end of what you can say to him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
6
that-
seconds or
yeah.
something. Like, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
So you have a better understanding of what's going on.
Yep. I'll
And
say.
then-
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll just say really quick. No, not a problem. Alpha's coming.
And
All right.
Rasa, what are you going to do with your surprise round? The giant apes was able to respond during the surprise round, I'll say, because he's just trying to roll over and get up.
At this point, hearing that Alpha is pissed come out of Dusk's mouth and not knowing if that's whatever the hell, I'm gonna go hide.
Rasa, go hide.
Yeah,
Feel free to-
That
I'll
sounds
go
like a
hide.
very
Go
Rasa thing
hide.
to do.
That's okay.
So we're just gonna go climb a tree, I guess. 'Cause why not?
Rasa up in a tree.
Yeah.
Okay, using her action to hide.
Yes.
Oh, bumps
as,
in his legs.
Um,
as a tree lizard would.
Tree lizard.
And I always forget, does your hiding automatically work? Does it give you
23 of stealth.
you be invisible in that fucking tree?
So,
Woohoo!
yeah.
So Foggy,
The bright white dragonborn disappears into the green tree.
so Foggy,
Or-
this
yeah,
giant ape has come rolling out of the crashing through the jungle, landing at your feet. Maiev sweeps out her axe, and you see her fingers are sparking. And Dusk starts growling at the thing, and then says, "Alpha is pissed, or Alpha is coming." And Rasa disappears in a tree. What are you gonna do? Foggy, are you muted?
My mic was physically muted. I apologize. So here's Foggy's mindset behind how he's doing this. This thing was clearly launched over here and is distressed, kind of. And Dusk has mentioned Alpha is coming. I would personally be of the opinion that the best way for us to deal with this is just to either avoid the circumstance entirely or help this guy calm down his friend, and I am all for that latter. So he's going to kick on his boots and fly. The boots double my movement speed and give me flight. So I'm going to burn one of the two that I got. There we go. And do I even need to actually? No, it's not that far. I'm not going to kick on the boots. Never mind. I'll just walk because I'm fast as hell.
He's just gonna stroll over to the
Yeah.
prone ape.
5, 10, 15. Whoopsies. Helps to be selected.
Harry, can I help
10,
you?
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 5, 10,
Uh,
15. Action dash. And just be available to assist him. And absolute worst case scenario, if we start to just book it, I will kick on the boots and fly away.
Alrighty, so you used your action to dash.
Yes, I use my action to dash, get myself here, look to the ape, and shrug because I can't help him up, but then light my hands on fire and look where he came from, ready to launch things at whatever previously attacked him.
Cool. Hey, Snaps, what are you gonna do?
Should have stayed within Snaps' range of blasts.
I don't know that I'm doing that yet, but that's okay.
Just as a general strategy, it would have been smarter.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm seeing this happen. Not having many spell slots left. I'm going to reach back behind me and whack Dusk on the shoulder with a cantrip, guidance, in case he maybe needs to do some persuasion upcoming here in a minute.
Okay.
And why is the alpha pissed? And then having full health right now, feeling pretty beefy, and watching my friend run into what could possibly be the fray, I'm going to follow 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, we'll make this 30 because I don't want to be right up next to that guy. So that's my
I didn't.
action and my movement, and I don't think I have a bonus action at this point. Yeah, I'm concentrating on guidance.
Aste, what are you gonna do?
I am trying to fight my inner monologue currently. The effective part of me is telling me to get into position to protect the ape. The other side of me is saying shape change into an ape.
Make it commit to the
Because on one
Sam
side,
Riegel way.
what is that?
The Sam Riegel way. Make interesting choices and commit to them.
Because on one hand, it's funny, but on the other hand, it's also might like help the apes feel more at ease knowing the party has an ambassador.
An ambassador that doesn't speak their language, but
It can't be that hard.
Can't be that hard, he says. Oh boy. Besides, we've got a talker already. I mean, at this point, yeah, if he's got a point. If you want to just do something that you think is fun,
You know, well, you know, all
Dust-
right.
dust.
I think that's
Do what
do
you're gonna
I
say.
need another ape icon? Is that what you're telling me?
Let me, let me, I can't make myself as large as that ape there. But let me see what I can, or do you have one on hand?
I can make another icon just like
Awesome,
him.
awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. But yeah, I guess I will cast, what's the spell? A second level, Alter Self, and I can change appearance. So,
But you're a slightly smaller one than them, right?
yes. So I don't think I cannot appear as a creature of a different size than myself, and my basic shape stays the same. So like, I essentially turn more monkey than gorilla, but that's fine.
Do you have a tail or no tail?
Gorillas do not have tails, so no.
So you're,
Yeah, you are essentially a smaller version of that thing.
Yes, I am a normal size because
Mhm.
this is what a
he's the
normal
giant.
gorilla's size is. Yes, and then I will head over to the other gorilla and like kind of like climb on his shoulder and pat his back.
I have to figure out where the controlled by thing is.
Ah, thank you.
Are you Sergeant Flip? Is Uber Tato Sergeant Flippy? Oh no, here it is. Uber Tato. Save.
Thank
Can you move now? There you go.
And so I like kind of get on his shoulder and pat his back supportively. I'm like,
Oh, I'm gonna say rather than getting on his shoulder, you're gonna sort of get up under his shoulder and try and help roll him over so he can.
yeah, that'll work. Thank you.
Yeah. So you're just trying to help his tea kettle get over his ass.
One way to put it. This one. Oh no.
Great. Alrighty. Maya. So that was the end of the surprise round. Dun dun dun. Great. Okay. So, Maiev, it is your turn. You're hearing
quite the scene
crashing
playing out.
noises from further north.
Oh. Cool.
There's
cool.
some
cool.
movement
I
from
just
over here.
watched.
Am I on the right layer?
I just watched. Yeah. So I watched Rasa disappear into a tree. I watched
Snap crawled into
Foggy
some bushes.
haul ass toward the fallen monkey. Snaps is in some bushes.
Your newest friend turned into a monkey and ran over to the monkey.
Sorry, distraction, my bad.
Huh?
That's a sorry, distraction, my bad.
It's okay. So I'm now thoroughly confused because now our newest friend is a monkey and trying to help up the other giant monkey. So the sparks are going to dissipate from my hands. And I'm just going to be like, I'm just going to kind of look around, realize that I don't see Rasa at all. I can probably barely see Snaps. I'm just going to look at Dusk and go, I'm so confused. And just go over and start trying to help the monkey up.
Alrighty. Do you need me to move you? There you are.
That was my thing.
Alrighty, Dusk, what are you gonna do?
Dusk is going to start kind of. He's gonna. I need them. He's gonna start moving up this way 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. He's gonna go over there, and as he's walking over there, he's going to like shout over at the gorilla, "Oh, don't worry about my friend. He's a pygmy moon gorilla. Yeah, that's why he's smaller. And he doesn't really speak the same language, so if he grunts at you, he's speaking his version of ape.
Uh-huh.
And
then
Oh,
what
boy.
happens?
I'm going to what am I gonna do? Guidance, I don't know, might be wasted on me this turn because I'm not sure how to do. Other than just say
It lasts a
to
minute.
the gorilla, yeah. How can we help? I would just be. And I'm going to ready, say. Yeah, I'm gonna ready my.
Oh my.
Can't really. This is hard. Ugh.
That's a big pissed off silverback right there.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I would see. Oh, if I see it.
Well, yeah, during your 6 seconds, that shit's going to come into view.
Okay, I'm going to.
You moved up toward it, so you
Yeah.
sort of
So,
it was already barreling in your direction.
I'm going to then ready. Shit. Oh, this is good, boys and girls. Looking through really quick, trying to find something to cast or hold. I'm gonna hold my Twilight Sanctuary action. I'm gonna hold an action to do my Channel Divinity. And depending on if I see them get aggressive towards any of my party members, I will release that. I'll take the pen out of that one.
So you've readied what?
I've readied action my Channel Divinity
Okay.
for Twilight Sanctuary.
Twilight Sanctuary. Got it. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna say that objects and token. During the next turn, Aste is successful in getting this dude rolled over and up onto his feet. And his action on his turn is to immediately thrust his face down into the dirt and sort of faceplant himself into the dirt. So Aste has helped him roll over, and he just keeps rolling until he's face down in the dirt and into the most groveling of grovel poses that any gorilla has ever taken. And then the alpha is going to, what is his movement speed? 40 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. And he will 2 fist attacks on the ape, the big O ape. That would be, oh my gosh. Well, thank goodness for Aste, he did not roll any ones. But he did only roll 17 was his highest roll of the 2 possible. I'm going to say that one was definitely a miss. The 12 hits. So this ape on the ground is going to take D10 plus 6 damage. 1, 2, 3 D10 is 19, 24 plus 6 is 30 damage.
Yeesh.
Minus 30. And it will wail as the 2 giant fists come down on his shoulders from above. And the alpha is going to turn and bare his teeth at, let me roll a dice to decide who. At this funny little ape on behind his subordinate.
Pygmy Moon Brother.
The pygmy moon ape, yes. Yep. That's what he does. He bares his teeth and growls violently and loudly, slobber flying into Astay's face. And then these two, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And this one is going to stop short and growl and make that face looking very King Kong-y right up. And Dusk, you know without a doubt that that bugger ate some bananas recently.
Mm.
There is a strong fragrance coming with that yell in your face. It doesn't hit you, but he roars right in your face, slobber everywhere. Rasa, what are you going to do?
I guess I'm gonna move, considering people are being threatened of sorts. I assume that the trees are not necessarily close enough where I could try and move from tree to tree. I'm gonna have to kind of jump down to move.
I would use your action to do an acrobatics check if you want to try leaping from tree to tree.
Please hold while I get out this little calculator thingy-majiggy. Where is it? Where did it go, Will?
Would it be an action to do even with movement like that?
She's saying if I'm gonna jump from tree to tree, she wants it to be to do so. How far can I go? You. 40. No, okay. I'll just jump down then. And
Okay.
we're just gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. Ish there. And I am going to hold a psychic blade for an attack on like Dusk or someone. Yeah.
So if any of your party members are actually attacked, a psychic blade's going to go off first.
Yeah.
Got it. Augie, what are you going to do?
Be nervous. That much is certain.
That would be a free action.
Okay. Pissing myself. Bonus action or
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
Free,
Well,
free
I-
action.
Oh no, it's free. Okay, well then I do that.
It ties in with the panicking, nervous.
Got it. Okay, cool. My own panic. This is fine. Clearly we know who is actually the angry alpha, right? It's definitely the dude who just absolutely pounded the hell out of new friend.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And these two that ran up with him, one of whom is now kind of yelling at Dusk. Do we get the sense that they are on the side of the alpha or the guy who just got his ass beat?
Give me an insight check.
Gladly. Ooh. And I get +2 to that. 21.
These are definitely
Nice.
soldiers. They are the male. They are Beta. They are Alpha is in charge, and the Alpha is pissed, so we will
Second in
charge.
command.
We have charged in, but they haven't attacked. They haven't initiated any actions. They have just barreled in behind the boss man. You know, imagine the mob boss has strolled into the bar holding an Uzi.
Yeah.
He's got two big guys behind him with equally large Uzis, but they're not shooting anybody yet. They're just waving them around real big.
Right.
Tony pointed at that guy.
Lord Almighty. Yeah, I'm thinking about just letting them fight for a second. Give Dusk an opportunity to say some words now that the alpha's in our presence.
Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Flash that gif real fast.
Leave the gun, take the banana.
No. Alright. I wanna. He can take some hits, but like I wanna show him that if this turns into a fight, we're definitely on his side. So I'm gonna just throw 2 of my sunbolts at the shoulders of this big dickhead. The alpha.
You're gonna attack the alpha. Okay.
Fuck, when you phrase it like that, I really don't wanna. No, yeah, it's what I'd do. It's what I would do. It's stupid, but it's what I'd do. I want to make sure this guy knows that we're on his team. Right, first one. Holy shit, nat 20 on the first one.
Okay.
Okay, d6 plus 2.
Oh shit!
2d6 plus 2. What's up?
Nat 20.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit on your nat 20.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of radiant on the first. Second one.
Done.
24 on the second. 24 to hit on the second.
Sorry, the first one was how much damage? 10?
Yes, 10.
And the second one was how much damage?
I haven't rolled damage on the second one. I'm still waiting to see if the second one hit.
Sorry, I'm losing my mind.
You're good.
What was the hit?
21, I
What
believe.
did you... Yes, that definitely hits.
Mary, what are you doing?
I rolled 2d6 there. Give me a different set of... Don't know why the hell I rolled 2 there. That was really stupid. 6 more points of radiant damage.
Cool. It is relatively unfazed.
Yeah, I gathered.
Yeah. So you draw his focus momentarily, but he then immediately focuses back on his little friend.
Okay.
Here.
It was mostly to make sure our little buddy knew that I was on his side.
Got it. Snaps, what are you going to do?
Panic. Okay. I'm gonna move out of the bushes so it doesn't look like I'm hiding. But I don't want to get too close to this guy that's getting wailed on. So I'm gonna say, Dusk, start talking. and I'm going to hold a sacred flame, which is a cantrip. In case it's a cantrip with 60-foot range. In case anybody attacks my friends, much like Rasa is doing. And then Snaps is actually going to follow the example of the smaller guy on the ground. And kind of not like go prone, but like kind of she's kind of an animalistic person herself, so she's not going to make eye contact. She's going to make herself not a threat, kind of grovel and hunker down a little bit and try to show respect to this alpha.
Cool, love that. All right, Aste, what are you going to do? Your gigantic friend has rolled over with your assistance and gone face down.
Yes. So, to try and calm the situation down, I'm going to try and how do I phrase this? going to try and stop the momentum that is currently building up emotionally by. So where am I in accordance to our friend here? Now that he has rolled over, am I behind him? Am I like on his shoulder still?
Yeah, I would say that you are behind his right foot.
Okay.
Right, his right hind quarter. Like you wouldn't have to lean very far to look around him at the alpha's big sparkly teeth.
Gotcha. And to climb him and jump off in front of him, would that be allowed within my movement? To like over
Yeah.
here, like over here. Eh.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah.
Cool. So I climb on him and I jump off, and when I hit the ground, I want to do a spell-assisted intimidation check with an inspiration.
Okay.
AKA, I want to spend inspiration to get advantage on the intimidation check with a bonus that you decide when I want to use. Where is it? Earth Tremor, upcasted to second level. Or no, first level. Sorry, first level Earth Tremor.
So you're doing Earth Tremor as
Yes.
a
So I
source
jump
of
off.
intimidation.
I jump off of our friend's shoulder and like monkey mode hit both hands into the ground as the activation of the spell, which would shake the ground below the alpha.
I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Oh, Earth Tremor?
Tremor.
So it is a
Is it
one.
in your list?
Yes. So it says you cause a tremor in the ground within range. Each
Oh,
creature.
I see. Okay, so
Yes.
it is a first level spell.
Mm-hmm.
So your action is to cast a first level spell, and you are requesting permission to do an intimidation check as like a bonus action to go with that spell?
Yeah. If that would be allowed.
Earth Tremor is instantaneous. Casting time is an action. You cause a tremor. And he would do a dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Or be knocked prone.
Okay. Yes, I will let you use your inspiration to roll with advantage an intimidation check that goes with that rather than him doing a dexterity check.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, where do I guess I couldn't roll that either then. Okay. So my intimidation is only +3, but with advantage I go bam. That is a, what is that? That's a 19 on first roll. Yay! And the next is 11. So 19 plus, what was it, 3 is 22. Intimidation.
And what would the opposite of an intimidation check be?
The opposite of an intimidation check
Would
would
be a
person.
constitution.
The opposite of intimidation would probably be.
His constitution.
Are you saying like what would
yeah,
be
what
the...
would his reaction, or if it were a contested strength roll, it would be strength and strength. So your intimidation versus his not wetting his pants constitution. Cool. Well, he only rolled a 4, so his constitution check is an 8. So I would say that you have successfully convinced this alpha that you are not to be dismissed based on your size.
Yes.
Although you are speaking gibberish to him.
Yes, that's fine.
Great. Okay.
He understands my strength.
Yes. So he's got it in his head that you are not to be dismissed based on your size.
Good.
Great. And
that
you are effectively protecting this prone, freaked out little guy. Great. Love it. I have. You're watching all this shit. What are you going to do about it? Maiev. You learn. Aris, have you muted yourself?
I've not muted myself. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Settings are being
Just
changed.
barely. It was like you were whispering.
Got it. Okay. Well, we're intimidating things now. I guess.
Hold on.
From your
I'm
perspective, you
gonna
just saw him
follow
jump down
suit.
and the earth started shaking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna follow suit and just kind of jump over and, well, climb over and jump in front of the monkey next to the little monkey, and I'll do a twirl of my axe thingy while I'm landing,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess I'll just growl, because apparently that's what we're all doing.
So you can hold your action to slash the guy and growl at him instead. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, you tell me what would trigger you to actually swing the axe.
Pretty much any aggression from the alpha.
Toward anyone, including the prone dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can't remember how reckless works. I can't remember if I can hold.
Reckless is you have
reckless
advantage
attack.
on, I believe, just attack rolls. And you don't have to be raging to activate it,
Oh,
but
but can
anything
I-
that makes an attack roll against you also has advantage.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna want to hold a reckless attack.
That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. I just hold a regular attack.
Okie dokie. Dusk, what are you gonna do?
All right. So Dusk sensing. Okay, so they're not violent towards us. He'd just be like, he sort of just adopt sort of a similar like submissive stance, palms down, head tilted down, and he would just shout over to the alpha. It's like, "Oh, great, King Ape! My friends are wanderers. May we speak to you? We've ridded your land of stinky trolls and frog monsters."
And frog monsters.
Okay.
Trying
This
to
is
like
good.
bring the temperature down. Just trying to just say, let's speak.
Let's talk this one out.
Okay. Do you want to use your action with a persuasion check?
I
Or
would
do
be
you
trying
want
to
to hold an action?
for lack of it, my goal sort of is to try to break initiative so we can have a dialogue. So yeah, if I would definitely do the inspiration to try and force a persuasion check. Yeah.
You can use your inspiration to do that persuasion check, or you can just do a persuasion check. It's up to you. I don't know what
I'll do
yours.
the advantage. I'll do the
Okay.
advantage here to try it. I need to see.
He's not so much good with the talking.
And you have guidance as well from
And
Snaps.
you're guided. Don't forget you're guided.
Okay. All right.
And guidance is a D4, or guidance is already advantage?
A D4.
A D4. Okay.
We're just trying to get it over the line.
Nat 20'd it, so it don't matter.
Yeah. That was a 3 and a 20. Woo! So 24 plus. I'm gonna do guidance for the hell of it. Okay. 4 on the 20. So 28. 28 persuasion.
28 persuasion. And what was it you said to the guy? We just
I
want to
just
talk.
said, let's
You
speak.
did good stuff.
Yeah, we've rid your lands of stinky trolls and frog monster, and let's speak.
Okay. Great. The dude on the ground whimpers. That's his turn. He just stays on the ground. He's quaking a little bit and he's whimpering a little bit. The guy in your face, his fangs are less out and he's just huffing in your face. The one over by Foggy is gonna do some moving and start panting at Foggy. And the alpha is going to stop with the bellowing alpha noises and shout, "No hunting in my home! Go!"
Oh, great King Ape, we are not hunting any of your prey. I give you my word. We merely would like to pass through when this other ape came tumbling through into our presence.
He is going to look down at the little itty bitty ape in front of him.
Pygmy moon ape.
The pygmy moon ape. And he's going to reach down and pick him up by one arm. Lift him up and put him down over here.
Okay.
That's his action.
I was just
And he is
glaring
going, well,
at Acid, just like...
He's not putting Aste down. He sort of holds him above the ground a bit and lets go. And then shoulders in over the prone ape in a very "this is my prey" type behavior. And says, "Go."
What is this one's crimes, may I ask, O great King Ape?
I don't. Okay. With that, the one in front of you will use his action to shove you with its forearm toward the alpha. Like, I don't know what you want me to do, boss. I'm not going to bite it, but I'm going to shove it. And he's going to shove you kind of off your feet in the direction of...
Oh, this is going to make shit worse. Do I consider that an attack?
I don't know. Do you?
Like, you've seen. I'm talking to them.
He just kind of scooped them. I mean,
yeah, he sort of just did a football shove.
And I would go to the ground, and I would kind of have a similar like posture as the other ape, where I'm just sort of submissive.
Expose the back of your neck.
You know, like just sort of, you know, just trying to play cool. You're the boss. I would just say,
consider it an attack. Rasa.
This is up to you. I'm gonna go get a beer.
I'm like, can I roll something to see how she would take the body language? Because all she sees is a bunch of flipping grunting and then him get shoved.
That is true. Why don't you do a what's that check that helps you figure out what somebody's intent is? Suddenly,
Are
the
we
word
talking
insight?
Insight. There we go. Yes, by all means, roll an insight check.
So I should do
natural 20.
It is clear that this creature had no intent of harming Dusk, but more was trying to get him to leave.
You should hear the sigh of relief that just came from Will, by the way. Okay, so I will not attack then.
I was holding an attack too.
Would you?
I was holding for any aggression from the alpha.
Okay, well, the alpha hasn't done anything aggressive other than pick up Aste and drop him. He didn't yank his arm out of the socket.
So
He simply picked him up and dropped him over by Foggy.
I would just, after I get shoved, I would quickly say, like, common, like, I'm okay, don't hurt him, not yet.
Not yet.
I'd
Okay.
go back to Ape and just say, oh, great King Ape, we will leave your lands. Just wanted to know why you chased this one through the forest.
I'm trying to find a very brief, one-word ape-like answer. Stupid.
Oh.
The equivalent of stupid is all you hear. And upon the shout of the word stupid, the one on the ground starts whimpering just a little worse.
Okay.
Imagine a kicked dog.
Okay. I would look around and just say, okay, well, stupid, okay, well, do you intend to exile or kill?
I'm trying to decide if this 6 seconds has gone on long enough.
Well, I thought we were out of, the whole goal was to try to, like, break the initiative cycle so we could, like,
Great.
have a dialogue.
This
where it
is
was
punish. Yeah, okay, so stupid and then punish.
Punish. What if we take him with us? You will never see him again.
It's a good thing I don't speak ape.
Everyone should learn to speak ape. It's a glorious language.
The one that was cowering on the ground is going to go cower behind his alpha now.
My Discord crashed. My bad.
Oh no, are you back?
Yes.
Okay, so you just heard a bunch of growling and howling from Dusk, and then the chicken shit on the ground has scrambled up and behind his alpha and is cowering behind his alpha now.
Okay. Was there any response to that or from the alpha in terms of my offer to take this one away?
Let's decide that the little shit obviously has fucked up somehow, has scrambled to get behind his alpha and cower behind him, to which the alpha does a backswing and knocks him ass over tea kettle off in this direction.
Oh, poor bastard.
God. I was holding an attack. Is my
It's sort of the kind of backhand. It was the kind of backhand that high school football coach would do to his overzealous linebacker who's trying to start a fight with the other team.
And I think Maiev can probably see that Dusk is having a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 It's like, oh, I see you still claim this one as yours. We will be on our way, great King Ape.
There is shouting. There is go.
Okay.
The
Everybody,
other three are just
be cool.
hooting.
Be cool. Let's just go. This isn't our fight.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Faster.
I don't know what it's like to be a meat banana, but let's not find out.
Yeah.
A meat banana. Oh God.
All right. And
Like, okay.
The flames on the flames on Foggy's hands extinguish, and he takes the 2 steps back.
All right, everybody be cool. Everybody cool. No sudden
Everybody
movements.
cool. Sneak, 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 sneaky, sneak.
I would at this point like to point out loud that for the entirety of this fight, Sis noticed it before I did, but for the entirety of this fight, Aste has changed his name on Discord.
Oh, I missed it. What is it?
He is now Aste Lelu Monkey.
Great.
Jeez.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
Oh!
Okay. All right.
And I'm like feverishly, while trying not to look aggressive, like gesturing Dusk and Maya to get the fuck over here.
Like, Lady Vasa, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
And we start, or I at least would at this point start trying to leave.
Just walk
Yeah, yeah.
casually.
Escape, escape, escape. Run, bitch, run!
Okay.
So they will scramble back into the jungle, dragging Wimpy Dude, who is just groveling and whimpering the entire way. Clearly, he fucked up something during a hunt. He did something stupid and fucked up something.
I'll keep the speak with animals up for the full 10 minutes just in case something else happens, but otherwise I would inform everybody exactly what was exchanged. It's like,
Yeah, the two are jeering and harassing, you stupid, bleepity bleep, idiotic. Are you that dumb at the guy? And the alpha is saying something about the females and how could you be so stupid?
Well, sounds like some monkey clan
Politics.
business. It's a bunch of monkey business. Don't worry about it.
Beat me by 1 fucking second. I was waiting for a polite opportunity to interject and make the joke, and you. Ah!
That's why they went bananas.
Damn it. I am so mad that I didn't get the monkey business joke.
That is why they went bananas.
Damn it. Well,
Great.
yeah, okay. And Fogg is just gonna, during the walking away, Fogg is just gonna, mostly to himself, but loud enough that everybody can hear it. He just says, well, for once it's not a question whether or not we're the baddies, huh?
We went through an encounter without killing anything.
Yay!
Mark the calendar.
This is an improvement for us.
It is an improvement.
What's funny is I was just reading my son a book today called Furious George, which is like a parody of Furious George. And literally the puns, George went bananas, George went ape. It's like they made a monkey out of him. All these puns were in there. I'm just like, oh yeah.
Everyone here should
I wanted to do it to the the alpha, but I was like, nah, maybe not. Dad joking the alpha is a good idea.
Yeah. What were you
Everyone
saying?
here
Brother?
should what?
I said everyone here should consider themselves lucky because I definitely almost played a Hado Z this campaign.
Oh my
and
god.
it would have been nothing but Thistle campaign.
Literally
Nothing but.
And the fact that I got the chance to is just the best.
There you go.
I was able to get it out of my system in a way that mattered.
Good.
Yay!
Sigh of relief. Dusk
Alrighty.
is just like, oh.
So you have 2 more hours of jungle marching. Make your way back to Crowless. You will arrive back in Crowless sometime after sunset. You're going to find that Sagara's door is closed and their windows are dark. Looking around, you can see that there's plenty of light spilling out from the open door of the Wetfoot, and even a little bit of light coming from the barn/stable where your horses and carriage have been tucked away for the night.
Dusk would definitely check on Jezebel and Wine Drinker before he goes to bed.
And you will find them in there with a young boy who is feeding them apples and brushing them down and strapping a lantern up somewhere so that it won't be dark in there for them. And he's telling them a story about how this one time, this big guy with the big cow, the cow had horns. It was a very weird cow. And the big cow liked to make milk. And they like milk very much. Do you like milk? And he's just talking to these horses like they're small children. And he, his age. And just having a grand old time chit-chatting with your horses.
Dusk would say, "Great story, boyo." And he'd lean down and give him a little moon trinket, little crescent moon trinket.
Oh, that's cool, mister. Did you make that? You could sell things like that if you go. There's towns and places. Are you with the traders? And you could make those and you could sell those. People would buy those. That's very handsome. Can I keep this one?
You can keep that, boyo. I prefer to give them to well-behaved boys who do kind things for others, like Wine Drinker and Jezebel here. I'm sure they loved your story.
Is that your horses' names? They're very handsome, pretty horses. They're very pretty horses. Look, they like apples. Watch. And he'll feed each one another apple. Do you want an apple, mister? I have apples. Would you like an apple, mister?
Oh, no. Save them for the horses here. Well,
Okay.
they need it more than me. Trust me, because he, slaps his gut. I don't need my apple.
Can I sleep out here with your horsies?
Well, that would be up to Yanarda.
Okay, I'll find out. Bye! And chairs out the barn door.
It'd just be like, blessings of saloon on you.
Great. Okay, so your horses have clearly been maintained, fed, watered, well cared for.
Wondrous.
What's everybody else doing? I'm assuming you're not all checking on the horses. Did the rest of you go into the inn?
Yeah,
Probably,
we should. Yeah, we should. Before even considering turning in the flowers, we should sleep.
Yeah, Sagara's place. The windows are black, dark.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll in the morning.
Great. As you enter the inn, you see Sagara sitting at a small table in the corner, seemingly chit-chatting with Thaddeus. They're both eating some kind of stew and enjoying their ale together. As you approach, you'll hear that Sagara is concerned about some adventurers. They have their back to the door. And they're explaining to Thaddeus that they're concerned about some adventurers that haven't returned with her fruit. And she's feeling a little guilty for having asked them to try and get it. And they will say they agreed to the risk, but maybe this risk was just too much to ask of anyone. And Thaddeus is going to look over Sagara's shoulder at the bunch of you as you walk in and calmly promise Sagara that all will be well. Those folks really did look like a capable bunch. And then wink at you.
Maya does the little shh, don't tell her we're here, and then walks up as they're still talking and just kind of leans on her chair.
Ah! My goodness. I see that y'all made it back safely then. This is great. I'm so pleased to see you. I was starting to worry. And Thaddeus is going to jump to his feet and shuffle off to go get you some food and stuff.
Appreciate you helping us so late, friend. Stretches, winces, recorrects a shoulder.
I have no recollection. I know Foggy went to tell Thaddeus that you were spending the night, but I don't know if Foggy paid.
Oh, he almost assuredly would have.
Okay.
He's
Alright.
he's loaded, and B, he's always been generous. He almost assuredly would have already paid.
Cool. Alrighty. So Thaddeus will come back out with bowl of stew for everybody, and an ale for anybody who wants one.
Yes.
Does this serve fresh fruit, perchance? I don't know why, but I'm having a craving for bananas.
I have apples. Sir, is an apple all right?
Yes, that's fine.
And he hands you an apple. So as the food is coming and the ale is coming, Sagara is going to get out of their chair and they're going to reach out and they're going to touch each player on the arm or shoulder if a handshake isn't offered. And they're going to give a little pat or gentle squeeze in almost a parental way, but will obtain and maintain eye contact for a few seconds with each of the party members. And there is an I see you tone to their manner, like I see you, I recognize you, I appreciate you, and I'm taking this moment to acknowledge you exist and you have value. And Sagara clearly is behaving as though this is a moment of respect, honoring you in some way, giving the moment reverence.
Very good.
That's so
Hi, Bow.
wholesome. Blessings of the Luna on ya.
Snaps will do the kitty cat slow blink and gently nod her head as well.
I love that that's a verb. A single multi-hyphenated verb.
So Sagara's going to ask for a recount. What happened? How'd it go? Did you get fruit? I feel so bad. I realized after you left that I put you in such danger.
How did it go? Terribly, but we lived. And we harvested every ounce of fruit that we could find out there.
Oh, this
There
is
was-
amazing.
Yeah, there was a giant frog thing about halfway there, and then two big troll things that were there, and then nearly some apes on the way back, but we're good. We didn't even have to fight the apes. It was a personal squabble. They're dealing with it. But we're here, and we harvested every ounce of fruit that was out there. If it would be easier for you to handle payment for the stuff at your place, we can handle that tomorrow because we are all absolutely trounced.
Yes, you all definitely should rest, and you've more than
Yeah,
earned a
we'll-
good rest, and
yeah.
we'll deal with that in the morning. Yes, of
Yeah.
course, of course, of course. What is that smell?
Oh, we probably smell like the weird troll things that were there. Yeah, the
yeah,
troll things.
Trolls.
Were they trolls? They were trolls, right?
They
Like,
were-
I'm not stupid.
They were eating the fruit and it made them stinky, and that should probably be something you should be aware of.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the fruit made them stinky?
Yes.
Yeah, like once they died and were like beginning the process of the body dying, the smell got better. So that should probably be a thing to consider. Is that active consumption is not seemingly super safe without major bodily problems.
Maybe
They
something to
lean
just
in and go,
counteract the smell.
wait. They died and then stopped smelling like the fruit they've been eating?
Yes. In that order.
It's like it was coming out of their skin. You know when you eat garlic and then you're funky for a while? It's kind of like
Well,
that.
yes, but if you were to become deceased after having eaten garlic, you would still smell like garlic.
Oh, yeah.
Is it possible that this is, and forgive me, and they dab their eye a little bit and are trying really, really hard not to make it obvious that your stench is pretty bad, because you've all gotten used to it. But is it possible? I've heard of, but never personally experienced. Is it possible it was both a male and a female troll?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
were
they're
as like
wiping the eyes
Gus
again.
was slamming beers down. Like they were in love and we killed them, and now they're all in the grave.
Well,
They had a very nice service. It's okay.
we had a great time. Okay, I don't think it's the fruit. Now the fruit is a little bit acidic and might cause some biochemistry issues. An upset stomach maybe, maybe a higher pH level in one's blood if consumed too much of it, but I would say no. I wonder if it was both a male and a female. I wonder, again, having never experienced it myself, but I have heard. Do you know what rutting is?
Dev as a mother.
What?
Does Maiev as a mother get an inkling as to what this person is getting at as they're talking?
No, not as a mother, but maybe Dusk as a fellow who pays attention to nature might recognize the term rutting.
They were randy for each other, and that's what stank. Ugh.
Well, yes, breeding seasonally.
Oh God!
Trolls are a seasonal breeding fertility creature. So, but again, it happens so rarely that a human or humanoid, folks like us would be anywhere in the vicinity. From what I understand, it is an unusual, and again, Sagara is just wiping the eyes, trying really hard to be polite to you people, but wants to get away pretty desperately. That you all should have a rest and maybe a bath.
Yeah, I figured that's what you were doing.
I'll see you all in the morning.
Yeah, walk away. We'll deal with it. And then he turns to the rest of his party. I'm cool just diving into although the swamp's probably not much better.
It's got like a fragrant sulfur appeal. It's like if you took a bunch of eggs and buried them in flour.
So,
yes.
oh, Snaps just figured it out. Okay. So,
I think Maiev is going to place both hands on the table and stand up and go walk directly into the swamp water.
and
second she
Sagara
commits,
will
I'm
say,
following.
As Sagara is walking out, they are going to say, someday, I am certain that someone will figure out a really good use for that oil, but rest assured it will not be me. Night, folks! And off they go to their house.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Last beer that Dusky raises a toast to the wanderers of fate, the slayer of horny trolls.
Oh, God.
Yep, Maiev.
Horny,
probably walks
acidulated
out of
trolls.
Maiev is sleeping underwater tonight.
Soaking in it and just sleep on the bottom of the swamp.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I don't know. How long does your thing like a permanent thing?
Yeah, I'm pretty
or
sure.
Or does it do a period of time?
I think the Necklace of Adaptation just is you can breathe underwater and in poison.
Oh, cool.
I thought.
Great.
I am flabbergasted at my choice to not have prestidigitation as a cantrip. How do I not have that? Yeah, I'm a sorcerer and a wizard. I have like a bajillion cantrips.
Take it as your next cantrip, or we'll deal with it.
I just always breathe normally.
It doesn't have to deal with dirt in the astral plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair, actually. I'm just flabbergasted at that. I don't have that.
Alrighty, so there's lots of swamp bathing, and then there is sleeping.
Before
Before
we sleep, I am loath to make this day any longer, but there is something that I wanted to do.
Okay.
So as we're all settling down for bed, I'm gonna go knock on the boys' door and see if Dusk has some time for a little divination with the Veiled One.
Oh boy, do I.
I was holding a little bit of juice back for in case anybody went down, but we got lucky, and I've got enough for a divination if we want to give this a try. And there'll be lots of incense. It'll smell much better than the trolls.
Aye, that will. That will. Sure. What do you need help with exactly?
Well, I mean, I guess you don't have to be here, but I mean, it involves you.
No, all right, sure.
I'm assuming the boys are all sharing a room and the girls are all sharing the other room because this place only has 2 rooms.
That would make
I'd
Except
sense
say
for
to
that
me.
Maev, who is presently in the swamp.
Yeah,
Except for
Maev
Maev.
Maev is sleeping at the bottom of the swamp.
With the salamanders.
Yes.
She's gonna.
Yep.
I just got this image in my head of Maev waking up, stretching, yawning, getting out of the water, and then coughing up a frog.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I'm over in the boys' room. So Snaps is going to get out some incense for the divination thing.
All
And
right.
she actually doesn't have any other offerings. It's just incense. It's a lot of incense.
Ooh,
And she's setting up here and she kind of says, well, incense is actually kind of sacred to the Veiled One. There's actually this only slightly blasphemous child's story about how the gray got so misty, and well, the point of it is that the Veiled One knocked an incense burner over with her tail, but you didn't hear that from me.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And she's setting up the stuff, and in contrast to the resident hobo cleric, Snaps is very kind of measured. It's almost like a tea ceremony. It's very ritualistic. It's very specific, putting things in specific places and moving slowly. And then she is going to cast divination and try to reach out to the Veiled One. And she's going to say something like, "Oh, Veiled One, Watcher of Memories, I come to you on behalf of a friend. He is dedicated to the Moon Maiden, but he has kept your tenants to protect and heal lives on their long and winding journey to your realms. Is there any guidance that you can provide for how we can fix his memory?" Just trying to get some insight into what's going on here, basically.
Give me a moment to put together words.
Mhm.
You ask a single question, truthful reply, which might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
Meanwhile, Dusk is like just sort of pushing on the whole the last thing he remembers being on the boat to Uskateria, like firmly, is sort of like standing at the edge of the mists where just anything but behind that is sort of, except for the flashes of things he's remembered, he's just sort of like thinking about that border and just sort of pushing on it mentally.
Meanwhile, I'm sure there's a lot of incense smoke that's starting to fill up the room. The small room in this inn.
Some scars leave a physical mark and improve over time. Some scars are not visible, They too do improve over time. Patience is your bandage.
And I'm going to just thank her and sort of sit back and it sounds like we just need to be patient and let things come together.
It's all right. In a weird way, I'm enjoying this. From what you have told me, that I've told you, is that I should be burdened by shame and other things. And I don't feel that right now. And I'm going to enjoy it for a while until that sets back the burden of that memory, of the duty, of all the things that I chose to run away from, not knowing better. I'm going to enjoy this for a while. Blissfully ignorant, right?
Well, when it does come back, we'll be here for you, and
Well, I'm sure I'll have a good
and
cry.
I'm sure we'll get through it.
Yeah, we will. In the meantime,
I'm ready for
appreciate the attempt to seeing if there was a divine shortcut, as it were, but
or at least something pointing in another direction, but I guess just time heals all wounds, they say.
time heals all wounds, right?
And Dusk, as the two of you are discussing this information that she has gleaned from her goddess, you do experience a brief moment of familiar presence behind your left ear. That cool breeze that comes across you when you meditate, and you see the smoke of the incense sort of disturbed, as if someone stood behind you and just gently blew into the space, causing a bit of a swirl in the smoke. And briefly, the smoke takes on a shape, a visage of a furbolg, feminine form, mature, female furbolg face.
Right.
If you give me a history check better than a 15, I will tell you whose face that is.
Okay. Ooh, 15 exactly.
That is your mother's face, and you know it.
Right. I'm just whispering. Right. That's what you look like. He's immediately gonna, while it's still fresh in his mind, he's going to hit sending, cast sending.
Okay. Gregory, you ready to count?
Yeah, give me a second to open the notepad. Ready.
25. All right. Hi, Ma. Dusk here. Lost my memory. Still alive. Doing lots of good.
18.
Not sure if I've reached out to you. Love you lots, Dusk. Raladan. Sorry, you'd say Raladan, not Dusk.
I gathered.
Are you pooping? Pooping?
My son, I'm pleased to hear from you. Are you counting for me, Gregory?
Hold on. Here. That's what happened. Yes, continue.
My son, I am pleased to hear from you. Carry with you nothing but pride from me. Be well, be safe, and be home soon.
2 more.
No, I think that was enough.
Eat your fiber.
Eat your fiber.
And Dusk, in like hearing the voice of his mother in his head, would probably just break down in a puddle and sort of like reach for Snaps
Yeah.
and just give Snaps a hug and just say,
Foggy would cut
"Remember
his
Mom."
meditation and jump in on the hug, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Snaps
I'm
is
still
absolutely giving him a
semi-conscious when meditating, so
It's
100%, yeah.
just like I remember her. I remember her.
Snaps is gonna give him a big hug and rub his back.
What a gift. And you just break down in tears.
Yep. Okay, I was doing fine until Burris put up the picture of the crying baby. Now my eyes are leaking.
Why did you point it out? I was fine too. I didn't see it. Oh my
The
god.
crying baby is so good. He's so good a baby. Oh my god, that is the most adorable crying baby I've ever seen.
Oh.
Okay.
There it is. There it is. That makes it all better. Love that guy.
Oh, that baby is too cute. Too cute. Alrighty.
Yeah, Mayev definitely has
I should show
some
that to the recording.
subconscious awareness of what has happened and is twitching underwater and just kind of rubs at
Her mom dar
side
is twitching.
tattoo of her husband.
Mom radar
Yes.
going off.
Mom dar is pinging. And she just kind of rubs the tattoo of her husband and her son.
Cool.
But only the salamanders know this.
Only the salamanders know.
Only the salamanders know.
They will never tell your secret. Okay. Off to bed, people. Unless there's something else.
Going to bed.
Alrighty. Unless there's something more, we will skip to the morning.
I'm cool skipping to the morning.
Please, God, yes.
Long rest. Long rest. The first long rest in months.
Oh,
Yes.
Long
it feels
rest.
good
Long
to poke
rest.
that button.
Long rest button. Poke, poke, poke. Poke it twice.
Oh. Oh.
spell slots flood back to me.
Yay. I have my rages back.
No.
I have my broken-ass catapults back.
Which reminds me, I want to switch out divination for talking to dead guys that I have in our bag.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna do a change.
Oh, rage count as
Probably-
a table. It's not a stat. Okay. Sorry.
Probably
Ignore
not
me.
in 10. Figure we probably don't want to talk to the dead guys in town, so we'll get out of town a ways.
Yeah, we can
we'll
get
do
out of
that
town.
later.
Yeah, it's fine.
Do.
Are we okay with taking a potty break?
Yes, please, because I am typing something.
Okay. I'm going to use that time to get some more ice for my beverage.
I should probably just plain get a message.
God. You can't make body language and whatnot like that and not live in.
Oh, I thought you two had the same screen.
No,
Nope.
no, she's not seeing what
Nope.
I'm seeing. She's just seeing me reacting to what you're sending me.
Cool. Great. Love it. Even better. I was worried that it would be
No, she
seen by
can't
both
see.
of
I was
you.
gonna click on the screen. I'm like, wait, DM, nope, okay. And I
Yep,
look at it, and she's seeing me react to what I'm reading.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying is unfair.
And I'm a little squirmy.
A little squirmy. You know, sometimes good memories come with bad ones. Package deals and shit,
valid.
man.
Ugh. Gonna need another beer now.
Yeah. So, Gregory, in the night, when you get back to your desk, you need to ask Dusk if your sleep was interrupted.
Assuming he's back.
Nope, not yet. He's in the kitchen getting ice.
I'm gonna grab a beer just to have it with me.
How are you not tipsy yet, dude? How are you not at all tipsy yet, considering what that's going to be? He's been drinking the heavy stuff tonight.
Did he have bread and butter with dinner?
He had pasta with dinner, but he has put down 11% already. Like,
I'm good to go for more. No. I'm gonna go with it. I wonder if you would like that.
dude, you give me anything right now and I will start snoring
A
here.
sip. A sip. A mere sip.
Okay, while Maev is peeing, I'm gonna go get ice.
All right, I'm back. Ow.
Okay. I'm back. Is everybody else back?
Back. Or I've been back.
And Foggy, did you ask?
Should I DM that question or out
No,
loud?
you could just ask it.
Okay. Hey, Dusk.
Yeah, so the question
Was my
is,
sleep
is your-
interrupted?
Yeah, you probably hear Dusk screaming.
Huh?
Like a what's it called? Night terror, right? Night terror
Okay.
style. Just like,
Well-
whoa, legs!
Wake up our children, and I'm going to be pissed at you.
It's okay, let me fine.
Well,
His
I'm
legs.
gonna.
What's the legs? Holy. He's just like stammering and just like, oh, what is that?
I can tell you're not being actually physically attacked. Are you good?
He's just flailing in his bed and just like falling backwards, against the headboard and just like, just slams his head against it, just like, oh fuck, oh god, oh, what the fuck was that? I saw something in a dream. It was great.
Ah.
It was great. It started off great. It was great. It involved me, ma. Everything was fine. And then that fucking thing. What the fuck was that?
I think I heard you shout something about legs. Was it a lot of legs?
More legs than I've ever seen on a living being, as far as I know. I don't. Did it?
Oh.
I DM'd you a question about like, did I get a sense of the scale of it?
Oh, yeah, let me find out what that scale would be. One moment, please. That qualifies as huge.
It was fucking huge, Foggy. Fucking huge. It was like a centipede made love to a snake, like a viper, and I don't even know what other monstrous things are in that gene pool, but that gave me a. I don't know if I've ever seen something like that before. Or if I have, I don't remember.
Well, clearly you have, because it showed up in it. Oh, well, that might just be a total fabrication of the mind. You've got a point.
I don't know, it was in my dream.
Let's hope it's a total fabrication of your mind.
Is there like a context of which I saw it? Or was it just like kind of an image of it?
Literally, it came at you and you tumbled backwards over something and woke up falling backwards.
And so I'd sort of like, I saw it. I fell over something. I
now
was
we're here.
caught off guard. I fell back over something. And then I'm bolting awake, screaming in terror, explaining to myself. Oh, it was just a dream, but it felt so real.
Yeah, they'll do that sometimes. Do you need anything specifically from me, or are you going to be okay?
I'm going to need a hug. I'm not going to lie, brother.
I get up and I walk over and I give him a hug.
All right. All right.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Woo. All right. Well, I would just before I go back to sleep, I'll relay it in extreme detail as best as I can.
I'm sorry. There is a little more information. Before you fall backwards over something, you sense an extraordinary heat coming off the thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, I was falling back. I fell off something, and then like it emitted a bunch of heat, and now I don't remember where that led, but apparently I saw that thing once. Felt like a memory, maybe. I was remembering my ma, and then I was remembering that. But it was like it had like a hood, like a cobra, and it was like a centipede, and it was weirdly colored blue with red thingies. Maybe they were pink. I don't really remember. Super detail. Or orange, I don't know. But the thing was out of a nightmare of anybody who really fucking hates bugs.
Giant fuck
But,
off demon centipede.
Yeah, like if you had to dredge up the worst centipede from the depths of whatever hells or abyss. That seemed like it.
Yeah, just stop describing it.
You have to
More
suffer
hugging.
too.
More hugging. More hugging.
If I'm suffering, you're suffering.
Nightmares now.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, I suppose. I give him one
you
more
think-
gentle hug and try to encourage
Do you
him
think
back.
they'll mind if I go down and get myself a beer?
You know what? Go for it. And if they complain,
I'll leave a silver on the
leave
bar.
a silver on the. Yeah, there you go. In fact, here, and I hand him one of my silver. Here.
All right, thank you, brother. All right.
Don't worry about it. Don't drink so hard you get hungover, and then I go back to meditating.
No. I just need something to take the edge off here. I'll be right back. He'll wander down.
I will remove a silver from my
Try
inventory.
and find some way to give himself a ale.
Yeah, there's ale, spigot, tankard, barrel situation. You can pour yourself a cup.
He'll leave a silver on the bar.
That's true. Aste would also have been awakened by the screaming.
Oh, that's right.
Owlette.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I would probably check in, but just like after seeing like everyone else had the situation kind of handled, I wouldn't really interfere, as it were.
Yeah.
'Cause, getting in the way of.
Let the
all that.
dudes hug and go back to sleep.
I would
pretty much.
probably Dusk would probably be like, Professor, you know about a lot of things.
Mhm.
I don't know if this is an earthly terror or something from who knows where. But I would describe it. Does any of this, as I describe it to him, does any of that ring a bell with you?
May I make a knowledge check of any kind?
You are getting a description from a frantic furbolg. So let's have a history check without any kind of advantage or anything.
Okay. And then I tell him, give me a little while, and I'll get back to
All
you.
right. I'm gonna go get my beer and I'll come back. If you got anything, let me know.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my room, and I'm going to unattune to one of my items, probably my shard for the time being. Attune to the Lorehold Primer.
I don't think you can. I think you can unattune it, but I don't think you can attune without a short rest.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Well,
I know it took like an hour
Yeah.
to attune to something. Okay, that's fine then. I can do I have guidance as a spell? I do have guidance as a spell.
Yeah.
Okay, then I can just give myself a guidance on that then.
Okay.
Is that fine?
Yeah, it requires an entire short rest.
Okay, that's fine.
Which is like an hour.
Yes. So so I had to roll a d4. Pull you out.
It's
Throw you
fine.
down and up. Bam. Oh, that's a 2. So I add a 2 to my roll. My history is a +7. Bada bing. 14 plus 7 is 21. Plus 2 is 23.
Ooh.
Based on the garbage information you were given, that's not
Yes.
bad.
That's really a pretty good roll. I would say that you may have heard of some huge, monstrous, bug-like creatures. They
Mhm.
definitely do not come from where you come from.
Mhm.
They are definitely of this plane of existence. And you personally would never have seen one. But
Gotcha.
you have read about gigantic, huge monstrosities that look like bugs.
Okay.
But they are definitely of the material plane. This is not something that would have existed in the astral sea or in the Feywild. That kind of shit generally is confined to the material plane.
Okay. So after, I guess we could say 5-10 minutes of me going through my books and stuff, I re-enter the room, and I'm like, so based on my prior knowledge, I don't have a name for you. I don't have, and based on the only description you give me, all I can tell you is that they are generally only on this plane. So
I guess Good.
If you are imagining one, it is likely that you have encountered one before, and the back of your psyche is bringing it back to the forefront.
Yeah. Glad I survived, I guess.
Now again, I have no other information to offer you based on its powers, name, biology, where it exists in the plane. I don't have any of that information to hand you. I'm sorry.
No, it's no worries. You're not exactly native, as it were, so I wouldn't
Well,
expect you to, but it was a long shot.
admittedly, based on your description, it sounds like something you'd find in the astral.
Well, that's kind of why I was like, hey, you know what? Who knows where these things come from? Burrowing their way from who knows what plane of existence. So it was
Now-
worth a shot. I deeply appreciate you taking the time to, go through the depths of your brain, as it were.
It's what I'm here for, honestly. If I were to not offer my knowledge to those who help me, then what would I be?
Yeah.
So,
You colored in some edges, so that's more than I could have hoped for. So
now,
if you don't mind, I'm going to probably try and finish up this night and hopefully not see that again.
absolutely. If you would prefer, before I go, I can keep on the lookout for information based on it.
I mean, I will.
Would you like me to keep on a
If
wary
you
eye out for it?
ever, if you ever get a twinge of insight that you can share with me, I to understand what it is that I'm recalling. Yeah, no, I would appreciate it. Don't go out of your way, of course. It does. If it's in the past, it's in the past.
Mhm.
It clearly something that happened to me. I survived. It may have very well been the thing that my comrades here told me that I couldn't remember some sort of thing that attacked my village before I floated downstream, waking up downstream.
Well, to what
At
it's
least it's
worth, it does you no good to reminisce on things that you are not sure about. So I would say keep confidence in your abilities. You are alive.
that's true. He pinches himself. Yep, I'm awake. Not dreaming still. And with that, sweet trance, right? You guys trance.
Yes.
Sweet trancing.
You as well. A good rest to you. And he would head off back to his room.
All right. And Dusk would head off back to bed.
Off to bed. Okay, so in the morning, Sagara's going to be ready for you in their shop whenever you guys arrive there in the morning. Unless somebody has something else they want to do before you head over to
There
Sagara.
was something in the chat.
Maya had a question.
A roll from Amdar.
Yeah, you definitely, with a 19 plus whatever, got a feeling from under the water, something in you, some empathetic bone in your body was like, ooh, there's some shit going on. Yep, you're feeling very maternal and sympathetic to people, and that all makes everything you described makes total sense. Love that.
Yeah. Ashley West had a question, I think.
Stay watching all this weird
No,
stuff.
I was just pointing out that Maya had a question, but I'm good. I'm good for the next day.
Alrighty.
Ah.
So, heading straight over to Sagara in the morning. I'll say the exchange should go smoothly. You will have whatever items you agreed to during your initial negotiation. She will offer you 4 common, 3 uncommon, and 2 rare potions, along with the 2 new ones if you're willing to wait around a couple of hours for her to finish making them. It won't
I'm
even take a
willing.
couple of hours. It'll take her 30 minutes max to distill this fruit down and add it to this potion she's got ready and waiting.
That was 4
Okay.
common, 3 uncommon, and 2 rare.
2 rares. I'm trying to find the list of potions that were available to you in this town. I apparently put that away, so I'm going to have to find it in another document. Give me just a moment. D&D on this disc in the chapter called Dragons and Deities. So she said that you could have 4 common. See if I can make a screenshot of the available potions for you.
Yeah, right.
New image. Save as. Does Discord like PNGs?
I think so.
As long as the size is under.
Let's see what I just made. Desktop. Did that work? Cool. So, from her inventory there, you can have 4 common, 3 uncommon, 2 rare, and 2 of the new potions I am going to call Potion of Disguise. And Potion of Disguise will be a potion that simply does a disguise self-spell.
Mother dear, you already have that on the list as Potion of Disguise Self.
Fabulous. There you go. And there are 0 of them because she's going to make them for you. So she's going to give you 2 of those.
Okay.
So how is everybody on potions?
Potions wise, I am carrying 3 regulars, but I don't think I need many. I think I have a usage of.
Dusk has 1 greater and
My
2
potion.
regular.
Yeah, so I have the 3 potions, and that's what I was allotted.
I'm going to request
I
permission
have-
from the party to just, because of the thing we've talked about, how I'm scared that people are going to recognize me from off continent. And
Mm.
can I just buy both of those potions of disguise self and just have those?
They were part of your reward for getting the fruit.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then scratch.
Yeah, the deal was,
yeah.
yeah, the deal was 4 common, 3 uncommon, 2 rare, and 2 of these new potions.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I'm misunderstanding things clearly. Okay.
Okay, with those over to Foggy.
I only have 2 regular healing potions. Yeah, all I have.
I have all the weird potions. I have 1 regular healing potion, a potion of eyes, a filter of love, and an oil of slipperiness.
We have 2 superiors. I'm gonna give one of those to Dusk. Snaps actually already has a superior. So I'm going to give the other one to Rasa, who is quick. So that's the 2 superiors.
Mhm.
Or that, well, I say I'm going to give them out like I'm like I have the inventory here, but I'm going to suggest
I'm gonna agree
that.
with those decisions.
So that's your 2 rares. Okay.
And then the 3 uncommons. Let's see. So that's 3 graders. How do we feel about Aste, Foggy, and Maiev
I'm cool
as
with
our
that,
frontliners?
obviously.
So, sort of. Yeah. And then that leaves us with 4 commons. So Aste, Foggy, and Maiev each get a greater healing potion.
Wondrous.
If everybody is okay with it.
Say it again.
Aste, Foggy, and Maiev each get a greater.
Yep. Okay.
And then Rasa doesn't have many. How do we feel about splitting the 4 commons 2 and 2 between Rasa and Snaps?
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
I am cool with that.
So
And that's just a regular.
And Foggy got both of the.
You say Ross is quick, like Snaps isn't.
Snaps is pretty quick, but Snaps actually does have some potions on her already because we bought some and didn't end up using them. She used her spells instead. So Snaps also has spells in addition to being quick.
What were you saying, Mama, about me?
Did the party all agree that Foggy is just going to get the 2 potion of disguise self?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's
I'm
fine
cool
by
with that.
me.
yeah.
Momdar is on high alert.
And Sagara is perfectly happy to give you all the stuff. You wait around for 20 minutes while she juices some fruit and adds it and swirls and hands Foggy the 2 weirdo potions and warns him, it doesn't last forever. It's going to have a limited time. I'm not sure exactly how long, but you'll just have to give it a try.
You go.
And technically, disguise self lasts 1 hour. Is good?
Okay. Sounds good.
Dun,
Wow.
dun, dun.
Figure that out quick.
Oh.
While we're at Sagara's, we have some shit that we picked up from the frog thing. Hold on. Where is the bag of holding? This is not the Eyes of Amethyst. This is Fate's Wanderers. By the way, Sagara, do you have any use for froghemoth parts, like saliva or eyes or a tongue?
Well, you know what? Any of those things you want to sell to me, I would gladly purchase. I'm always on one for experimenting.
I'm going to lay out our findings here.
And I think when you harvested them, I would have given you a value.
Yes, I just put them in the chat.
Yeah. Well, this is all some very fascinating stuff. I would definitely give you 2, 3, 400 gold pieces for all of this.
Sounds good to me. Snapsid is not awesome with money. She's not trying to persuade anything, so I don't know if anyone else is stepping in, but 400 gold pieces otherwise is what Snaps will take for it.
Yeah, I mean, you could have that,
Can I just-
or yeah.
I'm sorry. Can I just challenge your math? You say you have 3 eyes, but 50 apiece for 100 total.
Whoops. That was a little bit too quick. Yeah.
Ooh, so
Sorry.
stupid.
So
What?
450 is what it should be, I guess.
Okay, so 450. Sagara, they will offer an additional greater healing potion, or let's see, an elixir of health, or just 450 gold pieces.
I mean, we just got a bunch of potions. I'm okay with the gold. What does everybody else feel like?
I am
Keep the
also
gold,
cool with the
'cause-
gold.
Yeah, keep the gold.
I don't remember what elixir of health does, so.
What? I don't know. I think it's like a super massive healing potion.
If we wanted to split that up 5 ways, that's what, 90 gold each?
Two D4 plus 2 hit points. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
Is that right? Any gold?
Yeah,
Do we want to
cool.
take the gold and split it 5 ways, 90 apiece?
I'm down.
Clink, 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 clink. Lovely doing business with you all. I really can't tell you how much I appreciate your help with this. And I'm sure that, what's her name, whose name suddenly escapes the DM, will be very happy to be able to just change her hair color at will.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, and also, in addition, there's some XPs.
Monkey XP time.
That was... How many of you are there?
5 of us.
5, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, there should be 6. Can I do math?
So 6. Right.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 6 of us.
I'm here too.
Oh, I can't do math. Well, shit. So I did the gold wrong. I'm so tired, guys. I'm sorry. Shit.
That 90 and then hang on.
I'm here too.
Sagara heard 90 gold pieces each and doled out 90 gold pieces each. We're good
Okay.
there. And then
Okay.
XP is 1,933 XP each.
1,933.
33.
It didn't even have to kill him.
So wait, what was the number for the XP?
1933.
1933. 1933.
So we add that much?
Yes.
Yes, that's how many XPs you just got.
133. Yippee. Nice. Right? That was a good chunk of a level, huh?
Yeah.
43438, I think.
Are we getting
Was
close
that?
to level 9?
Not
getting there.
quite.
We're getting there.
We're 2/3 the way there. 2/3 the way there.
3/4, yeah. 2/3, 3/4 almost, yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. Well, that's Crowless. One and done.
Woo!
So, I assume you're going to get your horsies from the barn and
Yep.
head on down the road for Barkanow.
Yep. That would be the plan, right?
Mm-hmm.
About a little ways out of town, maybe like, half hour, an hour or so. Snaps would suggest pulling off and asking some dead bodies some questions before sinking them into the swamp.
Dead bodies.
the assassins that I have in our bag.
Ooh.
So we haven't really.
It's been a very long day. Well, yesterday was a very long day.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Before we left town, did anybody feel some tingling over breakfast?
Oh yeah, that was a question.
Oh yeah, morning happened, didn't it?
did.
Wow. Wow.
Crazy how that happens.
What
I
happened?
didn't even write that. I forgot to update my information. Hold the phone. D&D. Nobility and shit. Day 48. This was day 48. It's been going on for 3 months, but it's still day 48.
Well, it's now
day 49.
49, hopefully.
I'm trying to find the beginning of... Shoot, I hate that I've done this to myself. Day 48 is what day of Kithorn?
19th of Kithorn.
Okay, so I got to
No,
find
wait.
the
Sorry,
morning.
48 is the 18th of Kithorn, so today is the 19th, if it's the 49th day. Makes sense?
Leaving Ardglass at noon. After spending a night, you woke up on the 18th. So this is the wrong chapter in my book. Hold on. Sultan Landing. So I guess it would be the chapter that starts on day 43. At the end of that chapter, you would wake up Okay, so day 47 in the morning, it was Dusk and Rasa did a thing. And today is day 48? Or today is day 49?
Today is day 49. I think we just
49.
agreed on that, yeah.
So it's again Dusk and Rasa.
So do we have to roll?
Starting
saving throw?
with... Hang on, let me think. Dusk first.
Okay.
And it is a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom is plus 8. 14.
1 second. Time after sunset. And the morning of 19. Day 49, right? We decided today is day 49, Kithorn 19th.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Dusk first. Then Rasa. And Dusk rolled a 14.
Yeah, 14.
Plus 3 is 17. Rasa, your turn.
5.
Plus 3 is 8. Great.
What was the plus 3 for? Because I already added my plus 3 wisdom.
I know, but there's a reason that you all get a little bit of a benefit to those rolls in addition to your regular benefits.
Oh, okay.
So, but nobody's seeing invisible objects, and
After the nightmare that Dusk had, he'd probably completely forget all about what his normal ritual is with casting, see invisibility, all that jazz.
Yeah. And I think somebody got a feeling that they were being watched. What prompted that? Do you guys remember?
I think wasn't it the wisdom saving throw?
What prompted us initially to be looking for being scryed upon?
Yeah.
I think it was a wisdom saving.
Somebody must have done
yeah.
Somebody must have done like a natural 20 on their saving throw, and I felt like I had to give you something.
No. I don't remember your reasoning for it, but you gave me Kurok had some kind of feeling that we were being watched, and I shot up and started looking around, and because of that, somebody did detect invisible or see invisibility.
I did invisibility.
Yeah. I don't know what caused Kurok to have a sensation that he was being watched, though. You had to have just done a really good saving throw, and so I let Kurok bring your attention to something. Yeah. But yeah, so, cool. And then we do the thing. And normally this is a thing that we would not even be having a conversation about. I would just ask you to do your roll, and then we would move on in the morning without discussing it.
Yep.
So, yeah, unless somebody remembered in the morning to see invisibility, nobody would really know whether or not Rasa had succeeded.
I think Dusk would be way too distracted.
But I am going to write this down for myself.
Does anybody mention to the ladies that Dusk had a dream last night?
Oh yeah, Dusk would definitely share, if not over breakfast, over like as they're starting their travels and whatnot, just saying, explaining that rough night, eh? Right, well. Woo-hoo. Yeah.
At
Rummaging
some
around
point during the conversation.
Oh yeah, the mom star would be going off, right?
Yeah, at some point during the conversation, Maya would be like, "That's why I felt that. Oh, I'm sorry you had a bad dream, Dusk."
It's all right. I mean, it started off good. I actually made contact with Mima. I kind of got a glimpse of her, and during our little ritual with Snaps here, our divination ritual that she did to try to figure out if there's a way to unfuck my memory. And I mean, it sounds like there's no way to make it go happen faster. But I did get
Time unfucks all wounds.
Right. Time unfucks all. Oh yes.
Well,
right.
and the Moon Maiden gave you a glimpse of your mom's face.
Yes, and I got in the wisp of the incense. Maybe it was just the heavy incense, but I got a very, very clear image of somebody that I thankfully recognized as Mima, and so I sent her a message, and she sent one back. So I got it right, and that night after I went to bed, Nope. And after that, I got a message. I had dreams of Mima, and then that was interrupted by a horrible memory, I suppose, of some manner of some unknown terror that I seem to have encountered. Might very well be the reason why I lost my memory in the first place, but
I believe the term you're looking for is unknowable aberration.
There we go. That sounds more scientific, I suppose. And so, yeah, I don't know what it is, and the professor here tried and confirmed that maybe it's something that's local to this plane, but there's certainly some manner of beast, monstrosity, aberration, whatever you want to call it, that I encountered. And I would relay the description. It's just like this absolute nightmare of insectoid, centipede, viper, awfulness, blue and orange, wiggly parts.
Lots of legs and very, very hot.
Oh yeah, and the flash of heat I got as I went ass over tea kettle over something. And
That sounds awful.
yeah, it was rough. It woke me up. Woke up the boys here. Luckily didn't wake up you ladies.
It
But
woke me up, but I think I woke myself up.
I think your mom daughter sense, right? You have intuition, motherly intuition.
Yeah.
I think it's a long shot that any of us would know what that was, but we can look in our books during our travels, I suppose.
Okay, we have books in this campaign, right?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
do.
yeah.
What day is it? What character am I playing?
I don't remember which character has essentially the original Player's Handbook or Monster Manual.
I think that's Maiev.
It's Rasa also has one of them. I don't know though.
One of them's Volo's guide, right? Basically.
I think I have
One of us
Volos.
has Volos.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
One of us has the.
I think you guys have it listed in your inventories.
Yeah,
I know, and I'm pretty sure I have Volos. For some reason, that sounds really familiar.
I have the
so.
Tome of Foes.
And Maiev has the Wrangler monster manual, I think.
Maya is looking at her notes. Maya did not write down what book she has.
She has Darwin's Guide to Monsters.
And we decided Darwin's Guide to Monsters was essentially the original Monster Manual, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, great. So if you all want to start flipping, looking for insectoid-looking sketches in your books and showing them to Dusk as he's driving the wagon from Crowless toward Barkanow. Let me just... Odd says you haven't found it by the time you get to Bark.
Just a reminder, Snaps would want to stop like an hour out of town or so.
And check out some bodies.
To talk with dead guys, yeah.
Yep, ready for that.
So
yeah. Let's pull over. We're gonna go talk to some dead people.
Let's put our heads together and think of some questions. I think the first two that come to mind are who sent you after us and why are they trying to kill us?
That seems like the most apt question.
We can go from there.
Do they? And none of them have bald spots, right?
I don't think so. Snaps would pull. I have 3 bodies. I've got like 2 assassin-y dudes and 1 magic-y dude. I would check their head for bald spots just in case.
No bald spots.
Okie dokie. Who do we think was in charge here? The Magic Man?
I think the Magic Man was probably in charge, but should we work our way up to him?
I mean, we can. I've got. I'm feeling well rested.
I'd
Start with
say
the underling. One of the underlings
start
first.
with the underling, get some information like what's their name, and maybe we can use that information to make sure the magic-y one is more forthcoming. I mean, we could ask them who's their master. Yeah,
what's your name? Who are you working for? And why do they want to kill us?
Maybe there's an organization. Maybe the name of maybe it's like a group. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But
I figured those are some pretty simple questions to start with, and we can develop from there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, so I'm going to start with one of the assassin-y dudes, not the Magic Man. And I'm going to cast Speak with Dead.
I
can ask him up to 5 questions. He only knows what he knew in life. including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if I am hostile to it or it recognizes me as an enemy. So, I'm gonna start with one of the assassin dudes. Cast Speak with Dead. And I'm gonna start with a simple one. What is your
Wait.
name?
Before you ask your first question, I need to
Yeah.
ask my players, the prolific note takers, if you ever got a name out of Denore. We're talking a
think
year
so.
ago.
Hold on. I think so, but I don't remember what it was.
Hold, please. Must flip through the novel.
This is the dream. This is after all of that. That was Ormskirk. That's after that. We got Bramont.
That's sounding pretty good. Is
she
Bramont
was
a
able to-
person in Okarthel, or is Bramont? What is the name of
Barash
the
is
guy
who-
in?
Barash is who she sent us to go
Barash
talk
is
to
in
in Okarthel. Bramont seems to be the name of the bad guy that got her into this mess, but we don't think that's the blurry guy. It's like her
Got
and the
it.
blurry guy were involved with Bramont.
Give me
Yeah,
1
Bramont
second,
does
Sarah's
sound
calling me.
familiar to me. I got it. Yep. Okie dokie. We lost Gregory. I appreciate you
chat with-
finding Bramont so quickly because I'm sure I have it written down somewhere.
I print out all of our recaps, and I have a book.
I love that. That's why I put them all in your handouts folder so everybody has access to them. But I forget to go look.
After we have a chat with the dead guys, do we want to call it a night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So says Sleepy Sarah.
Oh, do we at least get to see the next town though?
We could pull up on the next town if you like. We'll do it real quick.
Assuming we don't meet anything on the road.
You do not. I just rolled it.
Sorry about that, Amek.
Okay, so what was the first question? And who are you talking to? The magic guy or one of the crossbowmen?
Crossbow
I'm
dudes.
talking to one of the crossbowmen first, and I'm going to start simple. I'm going to ask him his name.
Meningro.
Meningro.
Meningro. Meningro.
Who are you working for?
Alotnu. ALOTNU.
Do these sound like names, or does this sound like another language?
They sound like names. They sound like names that seem commonsensical, logical to. Oh no, I lied. I lied. Let me do it again. I was on the wrong screen. Okay, so the first name is Vazerios. Vazeiros. Those were all crazy ass dragony names. Okay. So his name is Vazerios. Vazeiros. And he
Okay.
works for Nehru. Naero. Naero. And those names don't seem to cause Foggy to bat an eye. They
I'm like
just
looking
sound
at
like-
everybody else, just seeing if anybody else reacts to those names, because these are completely
Yeah,
new.
they just sound like names. Just sound like names
Shrug.
to Foggy. And you know what? Even Maiev might recognize them as, yeah, they're names. What? It's a name.
Why does Nero want to kill us?
Nero follows orders.
I don't know why, but the
You
first,
fucker.
the first thing that came to mind when you asked why does Nero want to kill us was the gorilla saying "stupid."
Ugh.
Would have been just as helpful a fucking answer.
So, kind of conversing with the group and not the dead guy. Should we ask who told Nero to kill us?
Where did he get
Yes.
his
I
orders
see no
from?
reason not to.
Yeah. Who ordered Nero to kill us?
Bramont.
That would be a name that we recognize.
Pretty sure we've
Well,
heard that
shit.
name.
And then I would turn to the rest and be like, "Whom did it have?"
We met him before you were a member of the team.
I understand. So, okay.
Do we want to ask him any questions about old Brammy?
Where?
We could ask why. We could ask why Bramont wants to kill us.
Yeah, good one.
Why does Bramont want to kill us?
How would I know?
You're useless.
Yes, I am.
And that's my fifth
That wasn't a
question for
question.
him.
My,
That was
my
not a
just
question.
over her shoulder. That wasn't a question.
My spell is done. Go away.
Yeah.
So that guy's tapped.
That guy's tapped. Bizarios is useless.
And he's dead. And he's going to be crocodile food when I sink him in the swamp.
Got it. Next.
Wonderful.
All right. Do we want to hit the other crossbowman, or go for the magic man?
No, let's go for the magic man, because if anyone might know more information, otherwise the only thing we could do is find out, are they spying on us? Are they the ones that we keep, I didn't, and you know what, my fault for not doing it this morning, a little distracted, not gonna lie, but we keep getting scryed on. And did they have anything to do with the dragon? Maybe they'll know. Maybe
Who, what,
do they
where,
have a
why, when
secret
is Vermont?
password? Do they have like a secret password that means they're friend or foe? Friends, like if we're being attacked and we shouted a secret password, would they stop fighting us?
And while I was talking to the dead guy, knowing that he is not compelled to tell me the truth, do I, with an insight check, get the vibes that he's being truthful in what he's telling me? Or what he told me?
I mean, yeah, he seems like a lackey who just, his lot in life is lotted, so what the hell? Spat the answers.
Before we go for the magic man, these questions. So what are we asking him? We could ask if Vermont is a dragon.
Right, because if he responds not knowing who Vermont is, then we know that the other guy was lying.
Well, the other guy had to get the name Vermont from somewhere.
Yeah, true. But right, we need to figure out what the whole dragon business is about. Is it related, or is this something completely unrelated? And who knows? So we have a name. Let's see if we can confirm it with this person.
Do we want to ask, just start right out the gate, why does Vermont want us dead?
Yes, right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
see
why
if
does
we can
Vermont
nail
want
that
us
one down.
dead?
Why does Vermont want us
Okay.
dead? Do you have anything to do with the red dragon? Or do you know any red dragons, maybe? I don't know.
I could ask if Vermont is a dragon, and then
And where they're, where could we find their base of operations? I don't know if there's an easier way to answer that or ask that question. But we have a message
So-
from the guy who just died. We have to get it back to, to the base. I don't know.
So ask why Vermont wants us dead. Ask where are they based?
Yeah, that one. If he's even willing to answer that question,
Hmm.
of course.
Want me to come out swinging with is just straight up is Vermont a dragon?
Yeah, right. Well, no, just or why does Vermont maybe want us? Yeah, the dragon, or why they want to kill us.
Okay. I'm gonna start with why does Vermont want us dead? So I'm gonna move on to the Magic Man and
Okay.
cast Speak with Dead.
Mm-hmm.
No pleasantries this time. Just why does Vermont want us dead?
There's a moment of confusion across the face and difficulty forming words and stammering and dogs don't want that.
Fuck.
Who does?
What? What?
Did he
Who
just say
wants it?
dogs don't want that?
That is the words that came out of his face.
Who wants us dead?
And Snaps would say, "Who wants us dead?"
How who knows?
Just knows.
Nope. How who knows?
Do I get the feeling that this corpse is truly confused?
Let's have an insight check. Actually, why don't you tell me what your I'll roll it. You tell me what to add.
Insight is +6.
You're kind of suspicious.
Just kind of nudge the body. He's a freaking liar. That's not a question. That's just me telling the group.
All right. Well.
You want me to ask if Vermont is in any way involved with the Red Dragon attack on Dybrook or Red Dragon in general?
I'd ask him a more pointed question like, how would he like his soul not making its way to the other side? Maybe he'll get the picture.
Well, that makes me feel kind of icky. I honestly don't like that. I don't feel...
Okay, fine. All right. Fair enough.
I mean, even if he is a douchebag that tried to kill us.
Right.
We're talking
Snap's
about
not
the immortal
one
soul
for the
here.
whole messing with the souls afterlife
Oh,
in the
well,
grave
hold it,
situation.
I would say maybe it's a two-parter, but maybe we could inquire about anyone who needs to know of his passing.
Manipulative. I like it. Should anyone be told of your passing?
There is a moment, like a twitch in the one eye, and maybe a tiny little head shake. And no.
Damn, that's sad.
Mm.
You got one question
Well.
left?
I think there's 2 more for this guy.
2 more. Okay.
Hmm. Well, we could. Maybe we could indirectly say something that is like, how much were they paid to, I don't know, go after us?
We can, yeah. You help me out here, and I'll say some prayers for you, have some services for you, buddy. Since couple more questions. How much? How are you paid to go after us?
Well, I was paid well.
Well, I don't think it was worth it, buddy. Not well enough. We want to just throw caution to the wind and ask them where they're based or where they're from, where they got this bounty.
What is the name of the place that they first got this job?
What's the name of the place where you got this job to hunt us down?
He chuckles. Not all places have names. Let
Son
me
of a-
go.
You know what? Gator food. Fuck him.
Gator food.
Gator food it is.
He was less than helpful.
That one gets kicked into the swamp instead of dragged.
Unceremoniously.
The way Dusk started saying, "What is," my brain immediately went to what is the maximum airspeed of an unladen swallow.
Me too.
Like immediately, fucking immediately. I thought that's where he was going, and I didn't want to jump in because it was kind of a serious moment.
Well, it's still early in the day, but I have juice, and we have one more dead body if we want to try anything, see if this other guy is more helpful.
Let's wait until maybe we're. Let's give us some time. But let's.
We want to wrap him back up and shove him in the bag?
Maybe we'll shove him in the bag and we'll maybe ask around about what we've learned so far before we use him as a sounding board, perhaps.
Okay. If we have a few minutes, I'm going to ritually cast Gentle Repose on the last guy to kind of protect him from decay and from becoming undead.
Okay.
Just so he's not stinking up the bag of holding.
His bag of
How
holding.
thoughtful.
And I guess 2 bodies fed to the swamp, 1 body left in the bag, and it's one of the crossbowmen. 2 spells burned, and we know that there's someone who is, I guess, the boss of the assassins called Nero, and they got their orders from Vermont in a place that doesn't have a name. And something about dogs. I didn't get that one.
Just we'll take a good long look at the 2 bodies that were before they were thrown into the swamp, just to kind of remember their appearance for later in case he decides to disguise himself as one of them.
Looking brilliant.
All right.
Well, maybe
I
the
guess
other one will be more forthcoming if he has questions coming from a familiar face.
on to the next town. And how long is it to the next town?
So you were talking, you rode along for about an hour before you pulled over and dealt with that. I'd say you left town around 10 in the morning. And turning the page, Barkenau is 36 miles south of Crowless. The carriage travels 4.5 miles an hour. So if you leave Crowless at 10 in the morning, you're going to arrive in Barkenau after about 8 hours, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The jungle is essentially difficult terrain for the carriage, so we tack on that extra hour for crappy road conditions.
Snaps does not have one of the monster books, so she's just going to read her big shiny book instead.
Cool. I will tell you that after about 4 hours of travel, you will be crossing a rickety wooden bridge over a very wide river, which is created by the various streams in the jungle joining together. To the west, it just looks like a wide and very slow-moving river. And to the east, it splits off toward the sea like an enormous unfolding fan of brackish water and sand. Think Mississippi River Delta.
Mm-hmm.
As you continue to travel south, the road will slowly get closer and closer to the actual shoreline. In some areas, there will be an opening through the heavy growth, permitting a relatively clear view of a vast sea to the east. And at other times, the view is completely obscured, so that you might not even realize you were near the coastline except for the fragrant, salty air. While navigating along that road within the jungle is more convenient than trudging through the sand, there is a fair amount of bushwhacking required. It appears that the jungle is rapidly reclaiming the road. And, the road between that bridge you just crossed and the next town you're trying to get to. And based on the time of day, you think you should be arriving in Barkenau by now, but the dense vegetation has made it quite difficult to see what lies ahead. As you approach the 8-hour mark, you notice a modest change in the atmosphere. It started getting hotter and a lot less humid as you continued to travel southward. And as soon as you begin to smell something kind of like smoke on the wind, not really smoke, just a hot smell. The next break in the vegetation, you are greeted with a wide expanse of sky for the first time in at least 4 hours. The sun is setting just over the jungle, but still, you involuntarily blink wildly while your eyes try to adjust to a dramatic change in lighting. Much like Crowless, Barkanau is a tiny outpost situated along the trade route, nestled between the lush jungle and the sandy shores. It appears that someone has clear-cut a large area of the jungle, creating a flat expanse of hard, compacted soil onto which they've built homes or structures surrounding two central structures on a slope that run from like the middle of this janky little town up toward the jungle's edge. Let's see. To your left, on the seaside, there are these vast, this area that should be beach, but it looks white and sparkly, almost twinkling in the sunlight as the sun is going down over the jungle. There's this strange, sparkly affair coming off of this hugely, surprisingly stark white patch of land between this town and the sea itself. There are these two very large structures that butt up to the jungle over here. I forgot to paste you on this map. You are all entering from here, making your way inland toward this town. That's a really cool picture. These two structures in the middle of town, as you make your way into town, let me go get the icon of your bodies, shall I? Here we go. This. Copy. This town. Paste. So you make your way into town. There's this one very large structure. You're going to have to make your way around it. And now you've got a clear view of these two very large structures, which I can't even imagine how to describe. So I'm not going to try. I'm just going to show them to you.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
Did that work?
Okay. Hold on. I'm not currently tabbed into Discord. No, I cannot currently see any.
In Roll20, do you see a thing?
I see the new map, but nothing else.
Yeah, all we got was the new map.
Edit. How do I? All players. Save changes. Show to players. How about that?
There you go.
Ah!
Great. So there's two of these things under thatched roof. And on the jungle end, it sort of sticks out beyond the end of the roof. And there appears to be either smoke or just heat pluming up out of the back end.
Now I can see in the handout you've given us that they are titled as what they are, but would any of us have any idea what the fuck these are?
No clue. I don't think any of you would recognize them at all.
I definitely fucking wouldn't. There's, as far as I can currently gather based on my personal understanding of the world that we're in, I have no idea if a half druid, half not druid group out in the middle of fucking nowhere forest would have any semblance of industry. So I have no fucking idea what these are.
So the entire town square, if you will, in the area of these two very long buildings, is a good 30 degrees hotter than anywhere nearby. But it's a dry heat, you know, like a pizza oven. My children from Arizona should get a chuckle. There is a plume of heat rising from the jungle.
How about
or
your child that worked at a pizza shop?
Yeah, that's true. And only one of my children ever actually lived in Arizona.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a plume of heat rising from the jungle or west end of these structures, and there is a handful of people scurrying around them like drones caring for a queen bee, sticking things in holes and moving bricks around and just generally fucking around with shit and shoving wood into places and doing things. On the ocean side of those structures, where the beach should be, there are these huge areas of flat land completely covered in sparkling white. In the distance, you can make out people out here trudging around on that flat area with what looks like horse-drawn farm implements of some sort, but there are no plants. It is perfectly flat, sparkling expanses of white. On the as you come around, you will see that there is a sign on this building. This building, which is 2 stories tall, and the big sign out front reads Barkanow Trading and Rest. And that is the town you have arrived at. And say thank you, Will, for such a beautiful, handsome map.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am just always
Does look good.
flabbergasted and amazed that from my stupid-ass descriptions, images happen.
Hmm.
Just
Yeah.
amazes me.
It's good. It's good. It's good stuff.
Mhm.
It's funny how each one challenges me a little differently. Like, how
It's
am I going to
amazing.
create the salt flat? How am I going to create this long
Mhm.
building that, from above, how does it look? It's good
Yeah.
stuff.
It's really neat. So there you are. You have arrived in a town that we will start out in our next session.
All right. Awesome. Yay, D&D!
So next week would be Candlekeep, and then I'm out the following week. But then August 19th would be our next Dybrook session.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. Get ready for Candlekeep.
Woohoo!
I don't even know where we are in Candlekeep.
You're about to
See
fight.
y'all
Got
on
some
YouTube.
Cyclopses to fight.
You got some Cyclops.
Good night, YouTube.
Everybody say goodnight, YouTube.
Good night,
Good night,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Good
Fighting
night.
a Cyclops?
Yeah,
We'll
we
find
came